Are we?
Have I got,
No,
I've
no.
got a spot on
We're
my
waiting for
face there.
Shardia and everybody else to get the webcams on.
Oh god, alright, hang on, let me...
How do you do it? I don't know how to do it.
I just
There's,
shoved
there's a
mine
button
in.
at the bottom that just says video.
Yep.
Oh,
Too
is
much.
it that simple?
It is
Right.
That's
that simple.
generally my method as well, Shot. Just shove it on in there.
Video.
Yeah.
Right.
Works for all
There we
things.
go.
Hello, Meg.
Hey,
Meg
Seen you
looks
for ages.
exactly like I expected.
Except no cheese. Where's the proper cheese?
Where's
Yeah.
I know
yeah.
no cheese today. Sorry,
Oh.
guys.
Disappointing.
I'm trying to get the right angle. Where the fuck do I put this?
Well,
You might
that's
want
an
to put that on
open-ending
mute.
question.
There we go.
How do you get background, Peter? I want a
Oh,
background.
there I am.
Hi.
Hello!
Hey.
Hello.
She's on the classy buds.
Here
Do
comes
you get a
Dylan.
cool background?
This
Nice.
prestige shit.
This looks
Dylan,
like the
yeah.
biggest tech party ever.
You can also now.
Welcome
right,
to
you
tech
can
support. How can I help you?
You can you,
This
you
is
can
Steve.
you can see when Dill's browsing other websites in his glasses now, like when he's just jaded, and you can see what's going on.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Unfortunately, I don't have webcam at all, so there'll be no.
Michael,
Sorry, you can just look at 7-year-old me and wince.
You're letting the team down.
Sorry. To be fair, Pete said I should have bought one about a year and a half ago during pandemic started, but I
And you
don't know.
didn't.
I don't want Microsoft looking at my bitch tits while I'm sort of surfing the web.
who doesn't
He-
want a bit of,
he-
you know?
Twiglets. Yeah, but you're covered up.
We're gonna miss out on your majestic beard.
Are you saying I should get my top off, Mike? Because it can be arranged.
Please don't.
Unfortunately, Peter, I had to trim my beard, something chronic for my interview today, so
You're joking.
yeah, I had to trim it right down. It looks almost
There's a-
tame.
There's a ghost in your house, Dylan.
Dylan's got an invader.
Tapping on my shoulder, I felt something cold.
It's Erin. We can all see you.
What?
With
Terry's
the cherries.
chocolate orange.
Is a
What
chocolate
legend.
orange. I wish I could put my hand up and get a chocolate orange.
Erin,
No. It's a full one as well.
hey, she only brought it down for me to smash open. I don't think I'm getting a piece.
Oh,
Seriously?
like that. She's not even giving you a
Hey.
single segment.
Don't
to
give him the
open it.
opportunity, Dylan. Just take it.
Is it the dark chocolate one or is it the normal one?
Normal.
I got a dark one.
And I've got a
Ooh.
padded desk, so it's
Ah.
not
Dark
just
chocolate.
That's again, Shardy, you're now the pervert.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate
Dark
orange.
chocolate
Oh,
orange.
wow.
You're not truly northern until you've had milk chocolate orange.
It's terrible.
You did hear about Terry's chocolate orange. Do you want to grab mine out of the fridge?
Right, everyone get your Terrace chocolate orange out.
Get your cherries out.
Oh, look at that. What a love. She give you a piece. Also, aren't the design now just to fall apart a bit easier? You don't necessarily have to smash them
That is true.
anymore.
No,
They
you
seem to
shouldn't have.
just... Pieces just come off these days,
You must have a warmer house than me.
clearly.
It's that insulation.
Why?
My son's one.
Okay. You alright?
Yeah, looks cute.
Look at the mess you've made on your jumper. Gravy?
You don't
Green
do
northerner.
gravy. They don't
I
do
was-
gravy.
I have a small person as well, though, just invading. You know.
Vader.
Where's my chocolate orange, love? I thought you were bringing it. This is really disappointing. Okay, alright then you can have it.
Cool. So, where were we?
Are you actually streaming?
Yes, mate.
Have you been streaming this whole time?
Pretty much.
Have you got
I mean-
the webcameras in as well?
I'm pretty sure that we don't get that many viewers that we need to worry that, you know, everybody
Hey,
can
the
see
last
us.
video got 4 views. Okay.
Listen, you know,
Bloody hell, lucky us.
most of that was which one was that the week I was off? That was probably me.
That was also me going. What happened last week? How could I forget what happened?
What happened last week, Peter?
Previously on Tomb of Annihilation, you went to the Gardens of Nangalore, where you found Zalkore, the woman who thought she was still Empress of Ormu. Turns out she was quite mean and unfortunately turned Blaine into a statue before she perished.
Frickin' rude.
Blaine is now frozen in time.
As you can
His
tell from my
arms
superior role-playing.
outstretched. His arms outstretched, healing his friend Brutus, saving him from the feigned spirit that appeared. You now found yourselves in a position that you've never found yourselves before, literally since we started playing Dungeons and Dragons, where one of your co-adventurers has perished. Take it away. If anybody says, "Oh no, Brian,"
He's just he's just stood there as a statue.
he is petrified.
Okay. Have we been given any clue as to how you might unpetrify someone?
It's just happened. It's literally just happened.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
I've also pulled the goofiest face as I realise what's happening. This is how I know I'm going to remember it forever. So I pulled the stupidest face. A proper hillbilly. Just saying.
Right. I'm gonna look around then. See, is there anything on the shelves or in the room or anything that might give us some idea that Blaine can be saved? Because I'm not sure he can or can't.
Here you go.
Anything, Peter? No.
So you're asking me?
Yeah, like I'm gonna look around the room, see if there's any. In fact, there's a box over here. I shall look in said box.
Do you want me to re-describe the room to you?
Yes, please. That would be beautiful.
The single large chamber inside the dome is obviously a royal apartment, or was centuries ago. Now the bright floral murals are dim and grey. Bits of coloured glass are heaped beneath a cracked mosaic. Enamelled wooden tables are split and tilting, and every bit of cloth is frayed and streaked. At the centre of the room, a long divan stands atop a circular dais. No longer reclining in the divan is a woman dressed in a flowing robe, made from parrot feathers in stunning colours. She is the woman lying on the floor before you.
Okay, I'm gonna put a bag over her head because she can turn people to stone and chop her head off.
Okay, describe the scene to me.
I pull out a dagger and chop her head off after I put a burlap sack over her head. Beautiful. Bit like when people get captured by Afghan terrorists and get murdered on those videos,
Christ, Craig. Okay. I mean, it's a dagger.
Yeah.
Is it a plain old, like, rusty iron dagger, or is...
I mean, it's not rusty. It's just a dagger. It's a bit like a fish knife. I'm just gonna really go at it.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Standing very still.
Well,
Yeah, took me a second.
I'm gonna see if there's is the ghost that popped out the urn, is he just a pile of dust?
He, not even a pile of dust, he faded away.
Oh. Can I rife through this woman's pockets? Well,
yeah, I mean, presumably the shock will come later of Blaine's demise, but as you rifle through her pockets, you
They still
find...
have hope.
Find...
might have the antidote, you never know.
Find... 7 vials of a liquid.
Oh.
Right. Can I? Oh, so are you doing this in front of everyone, Shardy, or are you just pocketing it?
Oh yeah. I'm like, look, jangling them around.
Right. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know what is in said vials?
Are you taking a break from your bloody task
Oh, yeah. I think I've got to.
of
haven't I?
severing this head?
I mean, I feel like the cure is in the actual action of keeping her head somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's. I mean, potions are interesting to Elias, so let's have a
Okay.
look.
The grim head only partially severed now. You stand up, hands and forearms covered in blood, and you go over to Shardia. To Quinn.
What you got there, Quinn?
A bunch of vials from the. And I'm just distracted by all the blood on him, and be like, here you go, and just like gives him like, and like wipes it on the old vest.
Nice. Elias just takes the vial, but you know, like when his hand's covered in so much blood, it just leaves fingerprints around the edge of the vial. Like,
Oh, like a
"Hmm,
chilled
yum."
child covered with hands covered in chocolate.
Pretty much, yeah. Needs must. We have to save our friend. Yeah. So can I do an Arcana check on these, please, Peter?
How are you doing this? Describe it.
I want to kind of I don't
So
want
you're
to
holding
open
7 vials
because I
with
know there's
a
some dodgy fucking potions that if you even open them, they go off.
there's a pinkish fluid inside all of them. They're all the same color.
They're all pinkish in the same color.
Mhm.
Right. I'm just gonna insert one into Blaine's anus like a suppository.
What are you actually doing?
Peter's face.
I forgot we're on webcam then.
No, reality. I will open it and smell it, and kind of see if I can work out what it is from the color and the viscosity and the smell.
It's extremely fragrant, much like the gardens outside that she has cultivated all these years.
Okay. What if I taste it?
Let's
Fuck
have a
it.
medicine check.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
Medicine check, you say? What did I get? 15.
You detect, you smell it, and at first smell, first whiff, it smells wonderful. Actually, it almost smells like perfume. But as you even begin to think about taking a swig, you detect a rather sour note in the back of your throat from the smell.
Okay. That's unusual, isn't it? Would I know what the potion is, do you think? Or do you still think I wouldn't know despite having...
Do you have a herbalism skill?
I don't think I do, to be quite honest, no.
I don't see how Elias would know this.
Okay.
Unless you've got a reason.
Well, can I
I've
have
got
a
a
little spin at it?
Have you got the herbalism skill?
I've got some herbalism.
I've got a herbalism kit, if that's of any use.
But are
Yeah,
you
that's probably
proficient?
better.
I don't know.
Herbalism kit tends to be like a kit for, like, with a little tiny scythe for cutting. It's for actually, like doing
Pestle and
herbalism.
mortar and stuff, and a grinding
Yeah.
kit. And...
Oh.
No, I don't have one. I've got a healer.
Brutus says, "Here, give it here."
ER. Yeah,
ER.
right. You have a go at it then. What do you reckon it is, Brutus? You know.
I've got herbalism kit and proficient in herbalism,
Check you out.
so I'm gonna swill it round like a fancy glass of wine. Tilt it away from me. Tilt it forward.
So
Uncork it.
you
Make a big whiff.
you take a big whiff and you detect the same smells as Elias did. However, you realise that let's have a how's a herbalism check? How would you do that? Oops. Ignore that. I accidentally clicked it.
I personally, I'd maybe do it as survival or nature. In fact, if you want to know.
Yeah, let's have a
materials.
nature check. That smell, that kind of that sour note at the back fades quickly.
Brutus goes, "No, you have it." Don't know.
I mean, if we
down,
lost
haven't we?
anything by trying to put it on Blaine's lips and at least seeing if it starts to do anything. We haven't really lost anything by trying, have we?
I am literally
No,
made
no.
of stone, so
Well,
Yeah.
if we put it on his lip, does that just mean his lips becomes unpetrified? So we've just
Well,
got a talking
That's
statue.
a start. I mean, I can give him a rub down if we need to, you know? My body is ready.
Do it.
rude.
Rude. My order is in. I went with a classic pepperoni, guys.
Nice.
Can someone tell me what you're doing?
I'm gonna pour some on Blaine's statue and see what happens. Peter's brain is just going, the fuck?
Click, 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 click,
Yeah.
click, click, click,
No,
click,
no,
click,
I'm
click.
just this pod. I need to look up. I need to look up the petrification.
I mean, I can go with the suppository route if it'll help.
My butt cheek's too
You
tight.
can get it up there.
I mean, his butt cheeks are already quite tight.
Clenched? I mean, he obviously does squats, you know?
Gonna have to rule that he's petrified, therefore. Did you say you were pulling a funny face?
I was, yeah, a goofy face,
How goofy are we talking?
like proper. Just you.
If only you had some kind of webcam.
If only I still wouldn't pull the face. Just yeah, a goofy dude knowing that he's about to be petrified for all eternity. He's just going fuck it. I'm going down with a dopey smile on my face, and I'm gonna make people
A
laugh
smile.
in my eternal death. Not a smile, but probably like.
Okay, in order for you to make an noise, I'm going to assume that your mouth is open. So yeah,
Yeah.
there is an opening in the statue's mouth.
Right, so then I'll pour it in and see what happens.
Are you pouring the whole thing in?
Got to. You don't do these. You don't half bake this shit, Peter.
Go big or go
Okay.
home. I like it.
All right, you pour the entire content of the vial into Elias's petrified form. Mike, can you please join me in the waiting room? This is going to be painful.
Oh my.
Oh
Sure.
no. Oh no.
Soz, Mike.
He's just
Hello.
Michael,
What's he done, Peter?
it's really, really bad.
He's turned me into more of a stone statue.
As this liquid enters what is still left of your bloodstream, because you've not fully petrified yet, you're probably about 75% petrified. You begin. I mean, you're still aware. You are still aware.
Mhm.
You're still in there. You begin having these. It begins like almost like blurred vision, and then you begin hallucinating, or you assume you're hallucinating as you see 3 ugly, horrific-looking women coming out of the darkness towards you, getting closer and closer, cackling, as they begin to swirl their hands around in the air, obviously casting spells on you, with utter glee on their faces, as you are tormented by horrific nightmares.
Peter?
Yes?
Peter?
Yes?
Hang on. There you go, I'm back. Sorry, my fucking headset cut out for some reason.
All right. Shit, how much of that did you miss?
They were circling around me, about to cast spells.
They begin casting spells on you, and with glee on their faces and cackling chants, you begin to have everything goes dark, and you begin to have the most horrific nightmares
Ooh.
for the foreseeable future.
Well, yes, I'm stoned, so
Let's go back to the general chat.
cool.
I was gonna go
Ooh.
for like, was it? I do have a kazoo just in case, like. And was like,
Are we having pizza? I'm having pizza. You've already eaten.
Do this.
You can have a slice or two, yeah.
oh,
As
cheers,
you-
Dill.
As you finish pouring the rest of this tincture down Blaine's statue's neck, you don't see any reaction whatsoever.
Oh my. All right. Well, this is not going well, is it?
can I get one of the vials that I still have, excuse me, and just tip a little bit out of my finger and like lick it?
Yes, you can.
That might have been a smarter play, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Who's left? Oh, Craig left.
Did anyone else get disconnected then?
Not just you.
No.
Just me. That was weird.
Oh, that doesn't work. Forget that.
My hot face is too much for the internet.
Okay, Shardy, you're gonna have to join me in the waiting room.
Oh shit! Right,
I mean,
hang on.
This is gonna be actually a little bit worse.
Oh
dear.
shit! Goodbye, guys. Hang on. How do I? There we go.
Oh no, she's got an erection as well.
Sorry if I've
Great
just killed you,
deal
Michael.
of,
What is this
help
deal
me.
like Viagra potions?
I
That's all.
found that error, but I can't get back on the main screen thing. I don't even know what's going on. I
Without-
found an error at the bottom, and I press it. It just says camera FHD camera, and there's fuck all else to click on.
So look.
Let's have a look. When I click video,
Have you changed your background?
Yeah, you click on that little arrow under the webcam,
Yeah.
and it's at the very bottom. It says change video background. Are you on the big screen where it shows the
Everybody's videos. Yeah.
everybody's videos? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think my camera's fancy enough. It's only a cheap one.
Well,
mine
it's-
wasn't
it's
expensive to
good.
be fair. It's not bad
Is it?
actually. I'm
Well,
surprised.
this is what I've got when I click. I'll WhatsApp it you because that's how I work.
Sorry, like.
That's how
yeah,
I roll.
hang on a sec. Put it in the. This is my options when I click on that little thingamajigger. I put it on the WhatsApp group thing, but I've only got them. Well, the top one's not even an option, just the bottom one.
Scandaruni.
So I don't fucking know. I'm shit.
Did you click on the camera, the arrow?
The error.
Alright,
Have you clicked on the camera? Oh, it's just
No.
turned my camera off.
bunch of camera off.
Yeah, no,
Weird.
it's rubbish. Never mind. I'm just not as high tech as you guys, obviously.
You got a Samsung monitor though.
What?
You got a Samsung
Oh.
monitor though. That's
Is
quite
that a good one? Yeah, because I know the shit.
I know the
I
shit.
think it come with a deal with my computer.
Oh. Do you want
So
to describe what
you-
happened, Peter?
It's a Dell. I got a
You-
Dell.
You guys see Quinn. She tastes this tincture.
Where's everyone else gone? Mike, are
Oh,
you
it's
there?
as if I'm not
I'm still
talking.
here.
I can hear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear everyone.
Hello.
You can hear everyone.
I can hear you, Meg.
I think Meg can only hear me.
I can't see or hear anybody. What the fuck?
What
Meg
the
took a
fuck?
potion.
I think
Right,
Discord's
hang
having
on,
a
I'm
moment.
coming back.
Yeah, keeps disconnecting people and shiz, doesn't it?
That's
Ooh.
me. Part of mine is me fannying about with stuff. To be fair.
Yeah,
But,
to
you
be
know.
fair, so
Oh,
was Meg.
fanny in a bat.
Stop fannying about.
Daddy, you're not helping.
Fucking mag.
Are you back on, Meg?
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
Excuse me, I find your cultural
Yay.
appropriation offensive.
It's only fair.
Sorry, Michael.
It's alright, you slag.
You slag.
You as Quinn tastes this tincture, you see her pass out, and she's out for a while. What do you do?
Check him out. Yeah.
She's
I'll
still
s-
breathing.
I'll stand very
he,
still.
He's still breathing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Check the vitals. Make sure
Just
he's
there,
not
like-
choking. You know, that sort of stuff.
I won't move
Fuck
a
it.
muscle.
He's dead. Let's go look around.
Thanks a lot.
I've got a
buddy.
healing
I would've-
potion. Can I
Yeah, I was
feed
thinking that,
him a healing potion? A potion of healing.
It's quite
Go
dark
ahead.
anyway, isn't it?
Don't choke.
Don't do it.
Um,
Don't do it. It's not gonna work.
Stop it.
yeah. I'll have to. Well, I'll do it anyway. We'll see.
You've committed now.
Did
I
you
have
know it's
two.
there?
2d4 plus 2, so let's do that. Plus 2 more, whatever, and I'll get rid of that healing.
So,
I feel
Quinn-
better.
Quinn, I feel happy.
I
Uh,
love.
Quinn is healed for 8 points of damage, but She is still out.
Like bit of a slap right face. Gently, not to cause damage.
Give me a strength check. No, I'm joking. You kind of you slap her around a bit and kind of shake her, and she wakes up. She begins to groggily come to. Obviously, it was only a taster, so it wasn't particularly strong.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Glad I fed the whole bottle to Mike then.
Quinn, you are now poisoned.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Oh, piss flaps. Like,
That's what I said,
But-
Craig.
Mike's in trouble. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Poison, poison, poison.
I've done it.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
You just took it off.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you put it so I shoot up. I look at everyone and go, "Don't drink it. We fucked up. We fucked up." And I'll describe as I passed out and met with 3 very horrific women, hag-like, and I saw
no.
I saw Blaine. And
Is he alright?
no.
Getting finger bummed.
Well, yeah. I don't know. They might do that in their spare time. He was lying on the ground. I couldn't talk to him. He kind of looked like he ate too many,
Disco biscuits.
yeah.
Disco.
Yeah, it's poison, not a cure. Mm-mm. We've
We've killed
Blaine
our friend.
yeah, we killed. Yeah.
Fuckers.
Oh my.
Oh my.
He wasn't dead.
Oh, he wasn't dead.
No, he's
he's
only
just-
condemned to a life of agony. Okay, what's everybody doing?
Standing
Good
very still.
game.
GG, guys.
GG.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I think it's fair to just call it a night then.
Yeah, good game. See you after Christmas.
Hang on a minute. Session 13, the one where we poisoned Mike.
Mike's corpse.
Mike was down, and then he stayed down because of us.
I think my titles are spectacular. The one where mistakes were made. The Spaceman.
The spaceman, I like that.
The snaky. My favourite is Gorilla Loving and Goblin Tats. Let's have a look.
What's everybody doing? What's Brutus doing in all this?
Mourning the
beside
loss of a
myself.
cherished friend.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sort of like praying. I'm just, like on my knees. I'm praying to Elianis. Like give mercy on me, mate, and all this. But Yorkshire accent.
Brilliant.
Like very
What kind of god is your god?
love and mercy.
Love and mercy.
Yeah. Giant
Okay.
goddess of love and mercy. Giant goddess. Yeah.
She's a giant goddess.
Yeah. Of giants. Not that she is a giant, but she might be.
What's her she look like?
I've never seen her.
I mean, has anyone really seen God?
There's depictions, and one of them's blue, one of them's green. It just depends which forest they're from.
Also, she's like a foresty goddess.
Yeah, foresty. Bit like a Firbolg, but more giant, like pre-Firbolg times.
Like a Verbeeg.
Like
Like a Verbeeg.
What, you said a
Uh,
Furby then?
Verbeeg. They're slightly smarter ogres.
Mm.
Friend.
Yeah, Peter.
Definitely
Are we
smarter
still
than
not
me.
letting that go, Peter?
Definitely smarter than me. Friend? No, you're not friend. That's friend. Urgh. Right. Being- the only feeling that the only feeling that you get back from your prayers, Brutus, is that of horror.
oh, Brill.
Well,
Just a strong feeling of horror.
that escalated quickly.
It's a funny feeling from a prayer. I
Right.
will let everyone know that it just really doesn't feel right. This I'm praying to my God and never felt
I mean,
fear or horror while praying.
the reality is we got two options now, right? We searched Nangolo for some kind of cure, but I feel like we've fucked Mike regardless at this point. Or we go back to civilization and leave poor Blaine just standing there with
Someone-
his goofy face, like.
Are you finishing off the head?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So you with many squelching sounds and just blood everywhere.
Yeah.
You complete your grim task,
Mm.
and you put this head in a bag.
That's the phrase from Mastermind,
you-
isn't it? I've
you
started,
keep-
so I'll finish, and I just chop her head off.
Are you putting the crown in as well?
Yeah, sure. Let's take the fucking lot.
Okay.
Wait a
All
minute.
right.
She's wearing a crown.
Well, she was the Empress of Omu.
Fuck it. Let's have it.
Do you know it's the
Actually,
second
let's
time?
have it because that's sorry, Shadia.
No, go on.
Let's have it because isn't that girl meant to be the rightful Empress of Omu? Fucking let's give her the crown and let's make it a thing. You know the two kids we met. Do you remember the two kids at
Oh, yeah,
what was
yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking place?
Yeah.
Where did we last go? Sorry, I was a bit jaded.
Cursabal.
Cursabal, yeah. We met the two kids, and she's actually meant to be the rightful Empress of Omu, isn't she? That's correct, isn't it, Peter?
Yep.
I can't remember her name. His was something like Goo.
No,
It was
it's nah.
something really stupid, yeah.
It was nah.
It's
Yeah, nah.
Moixanare with an MW.
Moixanare, that's it, yeah. There we go. Actually, yeah, I've got it here. Oh, so that wasn't. Oh, I had session 12 in as just we got stoned, basically, Michael. So that's not the case. Sorry, mate.
So these. Can you give me a D4, Elias?
1d4. Huh, huh, huh. In we go. A 1.
As you put the head in the sack, you take one last look at your grim work, and you see that only one of the snakes is still moving. And then you close the bag.
That's fine. I mean, I'll take a snake. What type of snake is it, Peter?
It's attached to her head, so I mean it's a head snake.
Mexican king snake? Can it be one of those? I quite
No.
like those.
It's a cute little adder,
Okay, that'll do.
but it's still attached to the head.
I've got a question. When Blaine was petrified, what does Blaine play, Mike? Is it a lute or is it a?
Here's a loot.
It's lute. I will. Before we go, I will take Blaine's lute and I will attempt to play some. What was it?
Donny Cash.
Yeah, Donny Cash. As a spinal serenade and say, "We'll come back for you."
Can you give me a performance check and
I don't-
seriously make it good?
Okay. If I have a kazoo, if I kazoo it as well, do I get inspiration advantage?
I don't think. I mean that would basically be the kazoo of inspiration, and that would just break the game. Because you'll just use it all the time. If I stab this guy with the spear whilst playing the kazoo, can I have inspiration?
I'm gonna make that an item. What is it? Performance. Oh no, I have a -1.
I know.
Net 20. Net 20. Oh, that's not bad.
You begin playing. What are you playing? Donny Cash.
I'll play Hurt.
Oh wow. From Blaine is almost imperceptible at first, but then it begins to it becomes clear through your nightmares as the soundtrack to your nightmare is now. I heard. Is it Johnny Cash? The Johnny Cash version or
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Nine Inch Nails version?
No, it's the Johnny Cash version, the more
Oh.
miserable version.
God, it's the most miserable song. But actually, whoever's playing that, they've done quite a good job. I mean, not quite on par with your skills, but yeah.
A
This is gonna
solitary
be your
tear rolls
song.
down my eye.
Yeah, This is your song for eternity. What's everybody else doing?
I reckon if are we going back to Curse of Battle after? Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the orchid now.
Can
So
I
we
try and pick Mike up? Not Mike, sorry, Blaine. Can I try and pick Blaine up and carry him back?
What's Blaine's weight? This actually matters.
Let me have a look.
Yeah. Dinner, yeah.
hello.
Wait.
Has everyone got a
Ah,
camera?
it's Phil.
now?
Mike's letting us down. Mike's not got a camera.
Why's Mike not got a camera? Why have you not got a background? Look,
I
Dylan's in,
can't do it. I've not got the fancy button. You
Dylan's
weren't
in.
here. My IT support wasn't here.
Dylan's in like Neo Future
I know.
City.
But Shannon's is
I'm actually
cool.
here,
Right.
like, in the background.
I'm turning mine off because you'll be disgusted at how quickly I boss this pizza. So be right back.
Boss this. Oh.
You can mukbang it.
I can what? Sorry.
You can
What's
mukbang it.
What's this?
It's where people like go on Twitch and just eat like huge amounts of food, and it's all like the smacking of the lips and like the chew noises. Like it's the worst thing ever.
I reckon I could do.
I
alright
hate
on
those
that.
noises so much.
There's nothing on there for weight. I have no idea how much I weigh. I'm going to say average, 160 pounds.
Okay, so 160 pounds. So that means that Blaine. So the statue of Blaine currently weighs 1,600 pounds. I'm gonna need a nat 20 on that strength check.
I don't think I'm very strong.
I know.
Oh, so close.
Yet so far away. You lift the statue up, and at first you think you can handle it until you realise that you're kind of like kind of edging forward and backwards trying to get your balance. But this thing is too heavy.
Do they drop me, Peter? Do I shatter into 1,000 pieces?
You drop
No.
Blaine, and his feet just chip right off.
Oh.
Fuckers.
Bad news.
So with his feet chipped off, he no longer has a stable base, so you have to lie him down, and he no longer has any feet.
Let's
I'm
just
gonna
lie
put
him
him
down and
outside.
roll him back to civilization.
So it's quite a bit lighter now, though, yeah?
By about 40 pounds.
How much would you say his legs weigh?
You just
You're going to break me
Why?
up?
I could just take back, right, armless, legless.
Just
Blaine.
like, you break me up.
Are you going to begin to smash the statue up?
No. I'll
Alright.
leave that to Meg.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna get a little blanket and tuck him in best I can do. Lay down and fly.
Oh,
So Blaine,
Can we not just lay him
currently-
down and roll him?
it'll chip if we do that, won't it?
His
It's like
arms
he's
are sticking out, aren't they?
Listen,
Like,
I'd rather there was a few chips than the whole thing smashed up.
oh, could we make a sledge?
Here's some pram wheels.
Can we turn him into a sledge so that we can, remember him?
Oh, we could stick
Maybe-
him in the gardens.
Maybe. Why don't we go to Jakart Rankerage, go take over a pirate ship, and then have him as our figurehead on the boat
That sounds good.
Sounds really good.
with a goofy face and his hands out?
Oh dear.
You guys aren't taking his death as hard as I thought you were going to.
My characters are.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
they're
tell.
devastated.
I can tell. Mashing him up, feeding him poison. I don't want to taste this. I want to test it on my dead friend.
It's alright, you're inspiring me for my next character, it's fine.
In
Help
my
you?
defense,
Fuck
You know.
no.
I made a hasty decision, but I just wanted to save you, Michael.
That poison was delicious.
Does it taste like that orange medicine that they give kids, Peter?
Ugh.
It tastes like it's. I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but it's before like sugar was put into medicine. It just tasted like bitter
Like
paracetamol.
warm Jägermeister.
Have you ever chewed a paracetamol
Oh.
pill?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it's nasty.
I don't recommend chewing paracetamol.
Me either.
It makes the pain worse.
It's more of a pain on your soul at that point, isn't it?
What would you like to do?
I'm just abandoning Blaine at this point. We smashed his feet off. We
Yeah.
poured something into him which we suspect is poison. I mean, I'm sorry, good buddy, but I think you're fucked. It's time to call it a day. I will write an ode to Blaine in his memory.
You are.
I will at some point.
The Ode of Blaine. Ode to
Mhm.
Blaine.
Cool. Have a good evening, guys.
You're
I'll
not
keep
going anywhere.
streaming.
Just a thought. We never finished exploring. We've only done the right side of Nangalore, and we never did the left side. And I saw in the center of the map where that urn was, and there was another petrified bloke in there as well.
Should we go and break his feet as well?
Bring him so he has some company. The other thing was there was those not zombie things like the vine like tentacle corpse things that kept having a go for us. I don't know how everyone is because I'm at half. No, I'm nearly full health, but I don't know how you guys are doing with all your spells and stuff.
Pretty much nothing left.
Yeah.
We can always come back.
Full on Ian Beale in it. I've got nothing left.
Oh dear.
It's a pinnacle role playing.
Not left if anyone needs anything.
Do you have something that I can bring a spell back with, or is it a feature?
I have arcane recovery, but I forgot what it did.
Doesn't recover feet.
Oh.
Just saying.
Well, if we put his feet back on with some glue, and then if somebody has like lesser restoration, would that not sort of like fix the problem of the feet being
I think-
detached?
It's okay,
I think you're
guys.
thinking of mending.
And I'm also
Ah.
dead. It's fine. Just let it go.
You're not dead. You're
Let
just
it
sort
die.
of suffering for eternity with 3 terrible women.
We can always come back.
We'll come back.
Funny enough, I'm going to make it a major quest of my new character to come back.
That's not in your backstory
As far as you know.
yet. Well,
They might tell me the tragic tale of Blaine and I'll be inspired.
tell you
Yeah.
the tragic tale of how they broke their friend's feet,
Exactly.
poisoned them.
We're never telling anybody this doesn't go out of this room.
What happens in Nangalore stays in Nangalore.
What poison? What feet?
Feet. What do you mean no toes? Don't worry about it.
I'm not saying you guys are bastards, but still. Bastards.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Well,
Do you want to make camp outside of Nangalore, considering everything here wants to eat
Pete.
us?
I'm just going to stand perfectly still. Or lay
Okay.
perfectly still.
Thanks for
that-
clarifying. I didn't realise you had many options.
I certainly can't stand anymore. Anyway, carry on.
In that case, you don't need the webcam anymore, just the picture.
Exactly. I was prepared for this evening. Does anyone want anything from the shop?
Cornetto.
I'll have a chocolate orange. What would you like to do?
I'd like to get one of my spell slots back, but I can't remember it. I can't find it.
Do we want to make camp outside of Nangalore just so we're not in like the death trap?
I
Yeah.
think we barricade the door and fucking hide in here.
Yeah, why not? It's not like those. Wait, what were those? I've just put big fucking knot birds from 2 weeks ago. I don't know what that means.
There was big fucking crane-looking birds that were just
Oh.
like herding us around.
Oh, if we barricade the doors though, do they open in or out?
You mean like fire doors?
Yeah,
They push
yeah,
or pull?
yeah.
Any-
Does this building comply to fire safety?
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah, I think that's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Don't want to go.
What?
past
Check it with the local fire safety regulations.
Damn right, health and safety. You gotta.
I think an Ormu Empress will be compliant.
Yeah. Can we like put these boxes and barrels and stuff in front of doors?
We could put Blaine in front of it.
Yeah. Underneath the little, you know,
My
the bit
God,
that you press
Shard,
down to
yeah.
escape, like wedge his arms underneath.
This is
it.
turning into Weekend at Bernie's.
we No, let's keep it. He's laying on the floor, like he's laying on the floor with the witches. Yeah, I'll barricade the door.
Okay. I mean, it is getting pretty dark outside. You barricade the doors. I mean, you push all the crates up against the door. Kind of you wedge poor Blaine there against the door as well. I mean, £1,600 is £1,600, right? And yeah, you check the doors and they're fairly secure. Are you making camp?
Yeah,
You
I'll.
say I'm an evil DM, Peter. You have got a very dangerous look in your eye.
Me? I don't know what you mean.
You look like a cheap bloody Austin Powers villain. You've got this dangerous look on your face, and it scares me.
Let me
Can
try
we
again.
got webcams back off.
Are you making camp?
Yeah. Are you sure? Or the classic, you're definitely going to do that.
Look into the camera.
Keep watch on
Are
it.
you making camp?
Yes, I will take first watch.
I will not take a watch.
I'll take
Oh.
last watch because I need to be up at dawn.
I'll do the.
And we're not going to get really caught up on Dusk and Dawn again, are we, Dylan?
Just this time. Just dawn.
Ooh. Okay. The night passes without event. There's no. I mean, there's the usual noise of the jungle outside, the occasional scratch at the door. But yeah, you have a long rest. Apart from, Jardia's not poisoned anymore, or for some reason, Craig. Rather, your characters. Oops. Yeah, you both Quinn and I can't remember why Elias was poisoned. Probably from one of the plants outside. But you both feel much better, refreshed.
Probably from over curiosity, in all honesty, Peter. That generally is what tends to get me into trouble.
Yep. As a new day has dawned. What would you like to do?
Go exploring.
I'll stay perfectly still. Jake's not
Can
gonna
we-
get old.
Just so we can
Oh,
make him more
alright.
comfortable, can we pop him on the couch? So he's got some like soft stuff underneath, so he doesn't chip anymore.
What if I put the crown of Omu on Blaine's head?
Ooh.
I'd be a very pretty statue.
You're putting the crown on his head.
I don't know what else to do, Peter. I've got nothing else.
Nothing left.
I'm just trying to save him.
We putting the
Uh,
crown on him, or
So this crown, which is, I mean, it's made of like a floral, got a floral. It's solid gold. It's entirely made of gold, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like flowers on either side, gold flowers with emeralds in the middle. There is what appears to be a two-headed cobra in the center of it with with its tail kind of hanging, its tails hanging over the flowers, and then from behind the cobras is almost like sun rays shooting upwards, made of gold, and then emeralds on the ends. You put the crown on the statue, and nothing happened.
Oh.
All right, I'll take it back.
Are there any windows in this room that we're in?
Allow me to help you visualize the crown, if you will, because I found a rather lovely picture. That's not her head. Illustration purposes only.
Wonderful.
What would you like to do?
I think we got a GTFO, haven't we?
Yeah.
You push the barricade aside. Doors open easily into the morning sun as the heat is sweltering.
Have I got any way of communicating with the Mad Warlock woman?
With who?
The Mad Warlock woman that I did a blood pact with.
No. I don't think we set any way of communicating.
God damn it. I feel like she's the only person that could possibly cure Blaine.
I think it was more of a "don't call us, we'll call you" situation.
It's fine, she can come calling. I've got answers. Don't you worry. So we
Are we
off
just
back
going
to...
from here then, or are we having a look at the other building?
I mean, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
What did we come here for? Have we got
The
what we came here for?
The Black Lotus and Nangolo.
Yeah, because need
Did we
need
get
it for
that?
the yeah.
No,
We
it
need
was
it
the
for
Black Orchid, wasn't it? Black
Yeah.
Orchid of Nangolo, sorry.
Oh, so we can just head back then.
Meg just casually, they're like, oh, fuck it, Blaine's dead, we'll just head back.
I tried my best.
I
Well-
mean, we did try, to be fair.
You did.
We
We
can
could
send a rescue party.
We could ask somebody at Kirsabel who knows about. I mean, you've got Snake Woman's head in a bag.
I
In the
mean,
crown.
I'm not going to just go whipping a snake out
I
anywhere.
was going to say, I'm sure I've seen that in a film somewhere.
Yeah, if we go back, give the orchid to the teacher, and then see if anyone there knows anything about petrification, might be good.
I think that's probably our only logical route right now.
Yeah, because when we try to help, we poisoned them.
Not my finest hour.
So what's the decision?
We're going to Kirsabel.
Okay. You leave the beautiful gardens of Nangalore. Begin your journey back to Kirsabal. Yeah, okay. Same route?
We should have asked Echo.
We haven't seen Echo in a long time, though. We haven't seen Echo since Umbala, and then we flew up to the floating heart woman, and then don't know where she's gone.
Echo was with you until Kirsabal. She was with you.
And
I
just
think-
fucked us off when we left Gears, but nah, don't fancy
Well-
it. See ya.
Didn't she? Can't remember. I'm sure she was with you in Kir Sabal. She knew the way to Nangalore. It's very possible that I forgot to bring her. So yeah, you're gonna have to remind me from now on to bring her. But she's at Kir Sabal because she knows the people there. You head back to Kir Sabal, where we find. You head back to Kir Sabal, and you arrive back at the monastery. I'll just drag Blaine around. Oh no, I can't see him anymore because you arrive back at the monastery, 4 of you. Who would you like to talk to? What would you like to do? The monks are going about their daily business. Princess Maxanare is kind of sat there brooding, and little Nag comes running up to you and says, "Big man, you're back! You're back!" He says to you, Brutus. And he looks around and he says, "Where's Funny Man?"
I went on a walk. Funny man.
He went on a walk, by himself in the jungle.
No, he's got some good friends with him.
Oh, well, guess that's okay. I wanted him to play me a song, but maybe when he comes back, eh?
Yeah. Comes back.
And he goes running to his big sister and says, "Maxanare, when Funny Man comes back, he's gonna play me a song." And she's like, "Yeah, okay."
What's the teacher's
have
name?
to,
again? I think-
Pop off 2 secs. I'll be back.
Ashara
Sure, yeah.
with 2 R's. Arr.
Arr. All right, I think we go to the teacher and maybe go with the crown. Crown of Omo.
All right, you head back up to her quarters. Where she's looking a bit worse for wear. Yoink. We're flying. You arrive up at her quarters, where she is still lying, kind of trying not to move, looking pretty poor shape. And she turns to you and says, "You have returned."
Eli says, I have.
Did you Did you feel loads of...
Not what losses, he says, kind of sorrowfully to the teacher.
She looks at all of you. She kind of looks behind you, and she says, "Was it the Empress?"
He says, yes, indeed. And I'm going to show her the crown.
Okay. She looks at the crown and she says, "She did love material possessions. I am very sorry for your loss. But rest assured that your friend is with Uptown now."
Elias says, I believe you know a solution to our problem. And kind of waits a second and then goes, would you happen to know where we were Artus Simba?
Artus Simba, I've heard the name. He's the wandering Barai, is he not?
Yes, he is, yeah.
He stopped by long ago. She comes to a realization, and she says, "How Do you know of him? Surely he is dead by now.
He says we crossed paths in the.
She looks shocked. She says, how could this be? The last time I saw him must have been. As she searches for a moment and she says, over 100 years. It's simply not possible. It must be somebody else.
Elias says, "Did you not say that he saved your life?"
He did.
Says, "Then surely a man with such power maybe has the means to survive longer than you might expect."
It is entirely possible. It's he was one of Obtau's chosen. Is, I suppose, what you say is true. But Arthur Simber I have not seen for a long time. The last we spoke, he was looking for someone. Was it his sister or his wife, maybe?
100 years ago, you'd think he'd found her by now.
He was obsessed with Mesro. Kept saying that the woman was in Mesro, and I didn't quite understand his meaning.
Well, I too would like to find Mesro, but he said, first and foremost, I want us to truly find if there's a way to save my friend that we lost in Nangolo.
Is he made of stone?
He said, yeah, he is now, yes.
The only way I've ever heard of bringing back someone from petrification is basilisk. But even then, you will need someone very skilled to create the potion needed. Tell me, was there a way to get drink inside him?
She says, yeah, actually, his mouth was open.
Well, then you are in luck. You will be able to create some kind of antidote, basilisk blood, but need to seek out someone who can create it for you. I do not know of such a person. Or where basilisks may even exist. I have not seen one. Who is this Erin you speak of?
Sorry. Sorry about that. It's Nick's birthday
Is it?
tomorrow. So, yeah. So just before she goes to bed, I'm to write on card.
Oh,
stuff,
card.
so-
Last minute.
Standard.
Who's left?
Egg.
Standard was briefly.
Yeah, so she says, so she says you'll need to find someone to and create the mixture. Tell me, did you find a lot of...
He says, yes, we did. Yes, and he presents it.
Her eyes sparkle as she looks as she looks at this stunning flower. Is entirely black. It's almost as if you're holding a small piece of the night sky in your hands with no stars. It's completely black. I have not. She looks. Her eyes sparkle, but then she has like a look of sadness on her face. She says, "I have not done the dance of the seven winds for so long, and I hope I am not too weak."
Could you
Okay.
teach it to someone?
She says, "It's something that must be taught over time, and I fear it's time that we do not have the dance." and she looks at you, Quinn, and just another sad look crosses her face. And she says, "Tomorrow." She has a look of like a resolute look on her face, and she says, "Tomorrow morning, I will bestow upon you the gift. But for now, I must rest." And she can bear it off the pillow as she lies back down.
I'll show everyone out.
Hmm.
Leaving or left, I'm just going to ask the group in general, you know, the route thing that we got ages ago that provided like a interim eye or whatever it was.
I missed
Do
all.
we have any... Sorry, you know that we had. Just generally asking the group if we've got any of that route left that strength to people temporary or whatever it was, like some kind of pie. I can't remember what it was, but route thing.
Yeah. And I'm going through my
Did we-
notes.
I think I might have one left, but I can't remember what it's called to check. It's way, I don't know. I'm not so after that one.
Is it a Kemu Kemu? Which is
Don't
an
know.
orange fruit, and it says, I put it's quite tart.
I thought it was a root thing.
I've also got wrinkly fruit, 4 pounds of it. Somebody's got 4 pounds of it.
4 pounds of wrinkly fruit.
Oh, I'll go through my notes. I'll mute me, and then I'm not rustling paper everywhere.
What's everybody doing while Megan does that?
I don't really know what else to do, to be honest.
As you leave her, are you leaving the room?
Yeah.
As you leave the room, you see like a number of monks kind of hurrying around, not sure what to do, looking a little bit worried, and you shouting from down the corridor, but not like screaming, but just kind of someone talking really loudly.
I'll ask one of the monks, what's going on? What's all the noise about?
They say to you in hushed tones, it's Hugh again. He's back. And you kind of you've as you focus your hearing on what's being said, you just hear a loud, just rash dwarven accent, and someone shouting, "Mad monkey meshed! We used to use that to fuck with the kobolds who came near our mines."
I'm gonna go see what this is about. I'm going towards this nutty accent.
It's unmistakable when you see him. You see a one-armed dwarf waving his one arm around at a really short person standing next to him who's looking really bored. As this dwarf is like really animatedly shouting some kind of story at him and like spitting all over his face. He tells a story, and you see this small person kind of wiping the spittle off his face as this dwarf continues to tell a story.
This is the wacky dwarf, isn't it?
This is the dwarf that wanted to kill the red dragon because he lost his arm to
I
it.
mean, I could kill a red dragon.
Well, is he got? He's one arm, hasn't he?
Yep.
What was he called? I have his name somewhere.
He was an absolute fucking mad badger, though, wasn't he? To be
Yeah,
fair.
he was. He's nutty bro.
Hackingstone.
Hugh Hackingstone.
So as you get to the vestibule, the foyer of the monastery, you do. Oh no, I forgot the thing. Bear with me 2 seconds. Got the thing.
Oh no.
No. Oh,
Oh no, Brian.
oh no, Brian. Say that. I'm gonna start saying it again.
Found my notes.
Yay.
It's disappointing though. I've wrote, listen back to what it's called, but a root makes you strong.
Okay, sweet.
But
Quality notes.
the passion fruit apparently gets rid of pain in your feet, so we could give that.
There's a bit of a difference between pain in your feet and not having any feet.
Missing feet, yeah.
Yeah, why do I have feet? The diabetes got you.
It's just it's a root. Yeah, I've just wrote a root. The Brontosaurus was eating it. I don't know. I've got loads of different fruits wrote down here. Fuck. Whatever that root is, then I guess I'm gonna give to the woman as well. That while you guys do whatever you're doing. Sorry.
Just trying to sort something out. Bear with me.
All right. Also, back in my notes, what happened to Gareth? Triceratops.
Oh my god. Well, you guys need to remind me of these things.
Didn't we have two? We had Tyrone and Gareth.
Yeah.
Who was Gareth?
The Triceratops that we rescued.
Oh yeah.
No, he
The
was
one that
called
was-
Tyrone, wasn't he?
No, that was Gareth. Oh crap! I don't know. How to
Yeah,
do it.
Tyrone was the one that Dylan rented, I think.
Yeah.
And then Gareth was the one that was being attacked by zombies but was doing mad damage to them and they just for some reason couldn't hit him.
Okay, so as you go into the lobby, you find this this dwarf rather animatedly shouting a store at this small person standing next to him. Stops for a moment and he looks at you all and he says, "Ah, who are you?" Hello.
Us? Yim. Hi, I'm Yim.
Sorry, I'm on mute. He asks us who we are. Sorry.
Yep. He turns to the small person and says, "Are these the people you were talking about?"
Who is he? Canadian?
Don't know what you're talking about. What does the short person say?
Sorry, I am on mute. My
Yay.
apologies. Hello there. I seem to have befriended this crazy dwarf. I was wondering if you could help me, perhaps.
What kind of help are you seeking?
Have you got a West Country accent?
Someone that might not shout at me so much. I might have a West Country accent,
I'll-
Peter.
So
Not quite worked this one out
Right.
yet, but I'll get there.
Okay.
What were you expecting?
Don't know. You're gonna start saying hello, my lover.
Hello, maybe? Alright. Get on my tractor. My name's Kathy Barry.
Oh.
Yes. Hello. Help me. My
Hugh-
dwarf friend
Hugh
here
turns
has
to
losing
you.
his mind.
Is that what you sound like? I've not. The first time I've heard you speak.
Well, to be fair, my friend, you do talk a lot. You don't give a lot of people a lot of chance to talk and maybe reply to your chance, like stories and stuff. You're very angry, you know.
I'm not angry. I just want my mind back.
Well, okay. All right then. Well, yeah. Help.
I'll walk up to the dwarf and go, maybe this conversation can happen
He
elsewhere.
puts his
you know?
hand out while
would
you
you like?
talk. And he puts his hand out, shake your hand.
I'll grab it and I'll give him a big old shake, like not a wet handshake, like a rip handshake.
Oh, you've got a good grip on you. I like that.
Bless you.
Bless,
Bless you.
Sorry, Hugh. Just sneezed all over him.
That's alright. I'm used to it.
I've promised him to
you-
make him an arm, but he won't give me time to make it. He wants it now.
I'll
Oh,
let
Hugh.
everybody else do some talking.
Hugh, have you heard of the red dragon that lives around here?
His face is fire. Say that, and then he gets this weird, like, freak look in his good eye, and he says, I know that dragon. Arm off, and he waves a little stump at you. You-
Just like
You
looking
bit
at
it
the
clean
stump.
off.
I don't want him to wave his little stump at me. Thanks.
Scratched me eye out. Look, and he pulls his eyelid on, and it's just kind of this weird, yucky thing in that eye. I saw, but
Ugh.
and it continues to wave his little stump at you.
Wrap a good up. That guy of Scary Movie.
But he claps the gnome on the back and says, "This wee fella here promised to fix me."
Oh,
Well,
I
I'll try my best.
All I can promise you is riches if you help me take revenge.
Well, of
I'll-
course.
Yous can have whatever hoard that dragon has change for letting me have my mind back.
And what mine might that be?
It's hard. Come on.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Got my minds mixed up.
It is, and what's occupied your mind?
A red dragon.
A dragon, you say?
Not just any dragon. A red one.
A red one of all dragons.
What's special
He
about
says-
red dragons?
They're awful. They chop arms off, gouge eyes out.
Same as
Look at this! And he waves his stump at you.
Oh, yeah.
Aye.
Hello there, friends.
It's like green
Should-
man.
Okay, I probably should introduce ourselves here. You've obviously met my
That would be
friend
nice.
Hugh. And I pointed at the dwarf. He's a mad little bugger, but I've offered to help him fix his arm. I make things sometimes. Sometimes I blow stuff up.
What sort of things do you make?
Well, you name it, I make it. I'm an artificer, you see. Not a good one. Maybe a little inexperienced, but you know, sometimes I like to focus on blowing stuff up.
Why does your accent keep country west?
Because I come from all over parts, you see.
Oh,
It draws a very diagonal line across the middle of the country, doesn't it?
What country are you talking about? I'm from.
All that blowing
I-
stuff up.
I'm from all over.
Yonder.
Yonder. I
Oh.
travel some. No, my name's Sal. Salgrim Folkor, to be precise, is my name. And I've
Nice
come.
to meet you, Sal.
I've
My name's Elias from Yorkshire.
Where the fuck is Yorkshire?
Well, it's beautiful. Got to travel through time and space to get there.
Sounds like
Down
a lot
the
of bother.
M62.
Sounds like a lot of bother. I'd rather shit down in the West Country where it's a bit quieter, like, and we can drink our apple cider and talk pish till the morning comes. Still,
Well, that sounds lovely. That does, Sal.
aye. So I find myself in Chult, and I need a guide. And lo and behold, in the pub, there was this man. I say man, it was a dwarf. And he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, I'll show you around." And I said, "Hey, I'll have some of that." Before I know it, he's fucking mad. And I found myself 6 weeks later, out in the middle of nowhere, talking to some fucking crazy dwarf. And I'll be honest, I've had better times of it. I'm looking for someone, I can't find her, and he's not fucking helping.
Who are you looking for?
That'd be my sister. She's gone missing. She's gone somewhere in Chult. She signed up with some kind of cult in Chult. I say that piss 3 times. And here I am, in the middle of fucking jungle, with a dwarf who's talking about fucking dragons.
What's your called, Sal?
Say what?
What's your sister called?
Demelzer.
It's called
Not
what?
Tag.
Demelzer. No, Tag's her nickname.
I knew where this was going.
I was hoping it went here, and I'm so glad it did.
No, Tag. She has been known to be called Tag before, but that's mainly because she likes boys. But still. Yeah, Demelzer is her real name. But yeah, she's like a little gnomey dwarf, like tiny thing. Got a crazy accent like I do. Does change a bit too, come to think of it.
Oh, my jaw's hurting.
This is the best introduction I've ever seen.
It's alright. You should see me at parties, mate. I'm a fucking live wire. Anyway, so, what are you doing here? Are you looking for Mesro?
I am looking for Mesro, absolutely.
That was on my user guide. They said if you're going to Chult, you might as well try and find Mesro, because it looks quite fascinating. But
It does indeed.
it's never been seen. So, I thought, if I'm there, and we come across it, wouldn't mind having a look.
I mean, I wouldn't mind accompanying you to have a look at Mesro. I think that's probably a good little trip for all of us.
Well, isn't this fortuitous? It were like the fates
Well,
were aligned.
Ain't that convenient?
Isn't it? Excuse me, I've got gas. Jesus. Peter.
Is your gnome gassy?
There you go, it's fine. It's fine. Go. No, not the gnome. The player. The player's gassy. I've just had a drumstick.
Alright.
Anyway. Could I assist you on your travels, perhaps? Maybe get me out
you
from under
would
this
be-
frickin'
you-
dwarf?
You would be more than welcome to travel with us.
I
You
have a
would- you could do with
companion.
the company. Oh, do you?
Yes, well, as I said, I like to make things, so I've made a little friend of mine. Gildor Mark II. Bear in mind, the first one didn't quite make it. Was swallowed by a massive turtle dragon.
Oh.
But this is my friend
Oh.
Gildor. And I pull out a little droid looking thing. And it sort of jumps down and starts crawling around.
Oh, nice. Rather creation. Otherwise, just kind of watches it do its thing and beep around like a shit R2D.
It's more of a BD1 from Star Wars Fallen Order type.
I
droid.
don't know that one.
Please got a picture.
Not the orange and white one.
It is.
I'm just gonna retcon something. It was Wormheart Mine. that Hugh's after.
All right, love.
Good.
Wormheart, yeah.
With a Y.
Was it
I mean-
Wormheart Mind?
Yeah, mine.
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 Mine. I know where that red lives, don't I? I do. I do.
You do?
Yeah, I know where he goes for his baths.
Oh.
Is Hugh still on a drunken ramble, or is he calmed down a bit?
Hugh is sat in the corner. He's talking at one of the monks who is sat there cross-legged, with his eyes closed. But Hugh is talking at him whilst like waving around his bottle of rather his what's it called? It's like a skin bottle, hip flask, whatever it is, full of kind of
Yeah.
beverage. What's a skin? But it's actually a beer skin.
I'll go over to Hugh and go. You know, Hugh, it might take a while for your arm, and you know, the more the merrier for this for you to take down this dragon. You know, we're quite skilled in that regard, and I suppose if you came back here in a couple of weeks or so, I'm and your team to help you in your endeavor.
Aye, that sounds good to me. And he does like a massive belch.
Lovely. I'll belch back at him, just because I can.
He laughs and has beer skin.
Oh, why not? I chug it.
Hey, not all of it, jeez.
Oh well, you know, this I don't have any
I'm
alcoholic
just messing with you, and he pulls out another one.
Oh Jesus. I'll say I'll tell you what, Hugh. Come back in a few weeks. Your arm will be ready, and you'll have a willing party. So rest up, take it easy, and we'll tackle it then.
A few weeks.
Well, maybe 2, 3, dependent.
Elias says, "How long ago was the mine taken from?"
Oh, years, that bastard
Then
dragon.
what is a few more weeks?
Nah. So. And yeah, he's got a proper huff on, but he cheers up after a few more drinks. The monk is visibly trying to like move away.
I'll do that sort of, you know, when someone did too much and they're like, oh, you know, let's get you to let's get you on your merry way. This alcohol to be had here, so you know you make your way back through the jungle, and I'll drop him a few coins. I said, treat yourself to some tage, you know, the proper stuff, and I'll like
Tage. That's namby stuff that Chultans drink. This is a proper dwarven drink, as he sorts more of his backup beer skin.
his moonshine bag. I'll like a bouncer encouraging a drunk person to leave. I will, you know, escort him out of the temple and say and like wave him off, going, "See you soon, bye, bye," and then I'll go back in and shut the door.
He waves at you a little bit confused, and then he sits down, gets his and just goes to sleep, mumbling something about "gonna get rid of Hugh." He's like, and then just passes out.
I'll turn to Bart and go, "Well, at least he's quiet."
So you have a new party.
Sal.
Sal. Is it Sal? Why is Salgrim?
Salgrim Folkor.
From the Midwest.
What would you like to do?
Well, we gotta wait till tomorrow, don't we? For the hoedown, as it were, for the 7 Winds.
Pea break would
What
be
are you
good.
doing them? Yeah, I'm gonna get a drink.
Yeah,
For like 10
Pea's
minutes.
great.
Smoke break, whatever.
Yes.
Meg, go.
Oh.
Right, back in a sec.
Meg there just like, say no more, say no more.
I'm talking muted. I should have had one made. Go. How was your pizza, Craig?
It was okay, thanks.
Stand
But just
there.
kind of, yeah. Just okay, do you know what I mean?
Where
Not,
did you go?
I tried that sounding place that's on the main road, Dale.
Oh,
What was
It's
it
a
called?
few
Pizza di Napoli,
yeah,
it's called.
right,
Fairly new, innit?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. But yeah, they use proper pepperoni, which is nice.
That's good.
But it was very oily, but that's usually a good sign of a half semi-fresh pizza because there's a bit of oil coming off it rather than something that's sat in the freezer for weeks.
Yeah.
So
Ronnie as well. That'll create like a decent.
yeah.
The real test is how it tastes the next day.
Wouldn't know because my daughter's come in and scoffed like 3 slices. So I've got no chance of finding that out. She said it was alright though, to be fair, Mike.
Fair play.
One of my staff had a bloody accident today.
Oh god, do you have to fill in a fucking accident form and all that shit?
I got a first aider to do that.
I mean, it could be worse, right? You could have a fucking bow fired at the bloody building.
It's
That's
every
one of the
week, isn't it?
weirdest things I've ever seen. Just fucking 2 arrows just sticking out of the side of the building.
It would. Oh, this were a mess. She went through her hand with a Stanley knife.
Don't you work in finance?
No,
Thought you actually worked in the finance department.
operations.
Oh, okay.
That's not a man that works in the department like that
Who
much.
knows, right? Who knows?
That's a man that won't come near the finance office.
Yeah, kind of finance jobs though.
Oh
It's
god,
not
you did. Oh, you still doing the stock and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard!
No.
If it makes you,
What is it you make?
Autoclaves. Sterilise very like dentist beds.
Right, yeah.
dentist.
That's pretty cool.
I was seeing this picture. Don't look if you've not eaten or if you've eaten or.
But I have eaten, you're aware of that. Don't eat it. Look at it if you've not eaten, but also don't look if you have eaten. I'm in a bit of a catch-22 there.
Can I just say, I think Meg
That's
should play a
lovely.
bard in the next game.
oh, with the drums and the guitar
And the
in
keyboard and
background.
shit. She's ready to go.
She's tooled up, isn't
If she can't do
Yeah.
Donny Cash, forget it.
Oh, when Peter said to me, "Come to the room," uh-oh.
Well, I was
You know
a
you're in
statue,
trouble
so
when he's like, yeah, can we just go to the waiting area a minute? And you're like, oh no, Brian.
No, Brian.
Brian. I figured I was a statue. There's not much worse you can get. He was quite blunt with me. He was like, "Mate, they're not going to revive you.
We're
none
not.
of them
We're
have
not
anything to
smart enough
revive
to."
you. Forget it." I was like, "Okay, fair enough."
Do you know what's funny, Mike? I picked my backup was an artificer as well. Artificer?
Artificer, officio,
A fisher.
artificio,
Oh,
a fisherman.
that's gone a fair way in, hasn't it?
Oh, was that your what? Is that your hand?
Yeah, mine's right.
That's a bit more than just nicking yourself with a box cutter. That.
I
Fuck.
can see that. Who did
Oh, that made my balls go. Ugh.
Sharon.
this? Who? Sharon.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean the cleaner?
she's not cleared. And it is warehouse worker.
Did
Oh,
she have enough of
bloody hell,
life,
poor
Dylan?
Sharon.
I don't know.
Did she just have enough?
Right,
Thought,
right.
fuck this. I'm gonna cut my
No,
hand open.
where else?
She's
engineer
probably
herself.
asking to go back to cleaning now, to be honest, mate.
Well, she's off for a month now, but she was like, oh. I'm like, what? No,
my hands
Blood
off.
all like flying, like, oh shit.
Pissing out of her hand, like, you know.
Poor
ugh.
Sharon. Oh my god, you can see the look.
I know.
I would have filled that with super
Okay.
glue. Get me some super glue and just. There you go. You're fine.
Staples.
Sharon. Oh, will you tell her I hope she gets well soon?
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing.
Tell her she needs to go on a knife handling course now.
She was rooting for.
He's doing really well, but
Doing really well.
Yeah,
was
evidence said otherwise.
Dylan begrudgingly now got to fucking pay her to not. Sure.
It's not Dylan that pays her, it's the company.
Well, with some bosses, you'd think it comes out of their own fucking wallet, wouldn't you?
Dylan, if it makes you feel any better, I now have to deal with all the stock that with some paper.
Whoop.
nice. Sheet
It's
for
not-
sheet.
It's for sheep, no. Like fucking envelopes, mate. All that shite mail you get through, that's us.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really much where I live, but then I don't live in a massive road, so it's probably not worth their time to come to me and put it through. They just have to dump as much stuff as quickly as possible, don't they?
Yeah. We
You're not
also
worth the time.
make lids, but we make them for France, not for England. Like
Weird.
the bakery bags for little like, oh, croissant. Oh,
Oh, I see
omelette.
what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny, man. Make them for France and England.
Yeah. So very French.
Wait, hot.
How many million fucking croissant bags have you got to be ordering for it to be worth shipping it from another country?
Okay, so we had an order through this week for 1.5 million bags.
Yeah, I figured it's got to be a lot of them, to be fair, for it to be worthwhile.
Fuckload. Right. Once Mega's back, I will put my camera on as I have found something that I think will amuse you.
I mean, I'm easily amused, so, you know. My backup character is actually a bard.
Ooh.
Alright. Let's do our best to bring him in.
I love a good bard, me.
He's not called Cornelius by any chance.
He is indeed. You know, you've met him. He's a good character, and you know it.
Is. As I recall, he back talks to the DM all the time.
Well, you know, the DM was a prick, so it was worth back talking to.
Is
What the
everybody
fuck's-
back?
Yep.
What the? Is your cat there by any chance?
No.
I want
Is
to
it
see your
not
cat's
weird to
reaction.
cut out that?
Hang on. Comes
I love
back.
the fact that you're going to get the cat to find out.
Dylan, you need
this
to
is-
put. You need to put your dominatrix mask on.
Well, I don't know about this,
Holy fuck, that went to a new level.
Yep.
but-
I mean, whatever tickles your pickle, mate, it's 2021, you know?
Forgot about that.
Oh shit!
I was waiting for one of those, like, you know when women have that Snapchat filter on the camera and the cat looks at it and then looks up like, what the fuck's going on, where it makes them look like a cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
That's funny.
This is. You can only see out the nose and then the mouth. So it's like.
It's just the weirdest.
But why?
Yeah.
What nightmare is this?
Let child here.
This was a joke for like when I did archery. This was like bring a mask to your archery, and it's like okay, I'll just bring this, and it was like 13 quid off Amazon. I was like, this is cheap enough. So I'm like,
Please tell me you wear that to the Christmas
So-
party. Please wear it to the Christmas party.
oh, there we go. I can see.
Okay, let's see how long you can keep it on for. Got quarter to 11 of them.
I'm definitely
Oh,
going to
no.
get sweaty head.
Yeah. You know.
But can you hear?
Yes. The other thing is the eye goes one way.
It looks like the guinea pig. Do you know that turns around?
What is it?
What's that photo?
Oh, it's someone at work. An accident.
Nice,
Take it off if you want.
isn't it?
Holy shit.
Today, that.
That
The
looked
real question is though, Peter, would you lick it?
good. 100%.
Like Freddy got fingered when he breaks his leg, and he's just like, What a movie!
Just got her hand off Stanley knife. Work today.
Stanley knives are not allowed according to health and safety regulations.
They still
Loving the
exist.
first aid given the like wrapping around just the wrist.
That A&E, that. So they've done that at A&E.
Nice.
You're not going to sue.
Stop bleeding. Hey?
Company's liable for that.
Yeah, probably.
Or was it at home?
No,
Yeah.
it was-
Home worker, cut my hand. I'm soon.
I mean, I would.
So much trouble at work, Peter.
Is everybody back?
Alright.
Okay. Little Na runs up to your droid. I'm just gonna call it droid from now on, Mike.
It's got a name, man.
And
He wouldn't have liked that if we did that to his precious Zuzu.
hey, you can't forget
took
a name like
time.
Zeus.
Gildor.
Zoo.
It's not hard. Gildor. Write it down now.
All right.
Gildor.
Okay.
Think of the little
looking at
dude
it.
from Masters of the Universe. Gildor.
Oh.
He-Man.
Okay.
It's the key. Yeah, I know. Deep cuts, but you know, deal with it.
Okay. Gildor.
Gildor.
Na runs up to little Gildor. He's amazed by it, and he says, "Can I pet it?"
Yes, of course, my mate. You can. Do you want to play a game with it? It's quite good at fetch.
And sister, who's watching from a distance, she says, "Nah, you'll get your hands dirty."
No, of course not. He's not dirty. He's alright.
Na goes, "See," and he sticks his tongue out, and he's petting Gil. I don't know how Gildor's reacting. I guess it's just a construct. that
Like
comes there.
like an excited puppy dog.
Oh, okay. So he's jumping up and down, wagging its metallic tail,
Yeah, just shaking in general. Quite excited.
and he now starts running around the room, and they're chasing each other around the room. While his pretends that she doesn't approve, but really she's gonna hide a laugh. Seeing is happy. What's everybody else doing?
I don't really.
Does anyone have anything that's broken
What-
that I can see visibly on there, Peter?
I mean, other than
It's like torn cloaks, worn.
Hugh's missing arm,
Well,
Don't
yeah.
know.
Well, you know.
I'll let the party.
Just gonna
I mean,
flex.
we have a statue of a former colleague.
Well, I'm going to flex some artificer muscle here and start mending stuff on the whim. You know, sort of fixing, touching the bar and taking out all the nicks and stuff from the bar, make it look new. You know,
So,
where the child's sort of got tattered
Um,
clothing, just sort of mending it. Being of service.
This is a role play moment. I'm not getting involved.
I will the book that I got from the crazy warlock lady. Say, do you reckon you could open this?
In what way open it, you mean?
Well, he points at the lock, so it's like,
Well, I
Ah.
can fix it. I don't know if I can open it. I'm not a thief. We don't have such proficiency.
I wouldn't have given you the book if I thought you were a thief.
Let me have a look. I do actually have thieves' tools, so I'll see if I can try and open it.
Okay.
Peter, what do we have to roll?
Let's roll. Let's start with investigation.
Investigation.
This
19.
book is not the mechanism on the front of this book is not like anything you've ever seen. Initially, it looks really simple, and you think, "Oh, easy. I'll just lock up." But as you peer inside, you notice that there is no mechanism.
This book doesn't seem what it is, sir. That lock right there, that's an artificial lock. That's just there for show. Something else holding this book closed. I think it's beyond me, if I'm honest with you. Sorry.
How does Elias feel about this?
Disappointed.
And how does that make you?
And how does that make you feel?
Tell me about your mother.
I mean, I can set it on
I'd
fire
rather
if you
not
like.
be.
You what?
I could set it on fire if you like, but I don't think that'll do anything.
I don't think that's a great idea.
No, books and fire don't generally mix. Well, unless you don't like the book.
Do we have another? Then when are we going to go to the floating ship?
Floating ship?
Peter, can I just ask, who is it that said that the young girl was the rightful heir to Omu?
Well, this anyway.
All right,
Because this girl practically grew up here.
Elias is going to say, like, do we should for this then?
Maybe hold off it for now. Can't. The kingdom is Omu, and Omu hasn't returned, so I'd like to do some pest clearing, if you know what I mean, before we crown anybody.
I mean, that makes sense.
And plus, she's kind of snobby, so she could do with a bit of. Is it?
I mean, also true. She's not exactly the most grateful of children, considering everything you've all done for her.
Quinn will also know that both of these children spent most of the so quite sheltered.
Need more. Must have 3 years of
That's fair.
experience before applying for this job.
Oh, that reminds me, actually.
What's the time, Peter? Time of day, sorry.
It's about midday. If you want, we can just forward to the following day and
I was
carry
just
on,
thinking.
if you're stuck for things to do.
I was just thinking, how far's the float?
You won't make it back for dawn.
If everyone's agreeable, shall we just wait for the next day and then go to the flip?
I'll see if I can work on this arm for this feller.
How long does it take to make an arm? How are you making it?
By just gathering bits of scrap, using some artificial magic, and I don't know how long it takes. I think it's I don't know actually how long it takes to make an arm. Doesn't really say, Peter.
Sorry, what's the skill that you're using? Is it thingy tinkering?
Yeah.
Arcane tinkering?
Hang on. Hang on, I was looking through. Tinker tools, I can create them to use, construct tiny clockwork devices, which would assist in the mechanisms of the arm.
I'm probably going to say it's going to take you
a while.
11 hours
Okay.
in total. of solid, just kind of hammering workout.
Cool. I will start work then.
For for each of the 3 pieces, so 33 hours in total.
Okay.
So the hand, the forearm, and the upper,
All right. I'll
and
just start
something
work.
to fit over the stump. Okay, just keep track of it. No.
Cool. So how much downtime have you got at the moment?
I'd say about is probably about 5.
Does
I
that
don't know,
include
about
resting?
13 hours.
So 13 minus 8. That's 5 hours. So I'm going to do 5 hours. Just tinkering and banging away at sort of creating a hand.
Okay.
Cool.
And when I mouse over your face, it's all great. You spend a number of hours in your little monk cell, just thinking away, working on Hughes. Is it which parts of his arm are you working on?
Probably the hardest bit was going to be the hand.
Days. Okay.
While we're in sort
so
of
you
safe places.
you can work on Hughes hand. Anybody else want to do anything?
I don't really know what else to do in this area for Elias in particular.
I'll go in the. Sorry, Dill, go.
Can I make one of them napalm potions?
What? Sorry.
One of them napalm potions.
Palm potion.
Can't remember what it's called again now. Don't make me Google it.
Napalm potion. I hope
There's
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 an
Yeah,
artist in the temple.
Alchemist fire.
Alchemist fire, that's the one.
Isn't that? Sorry, go on.
How do you make that? Like ingredients.
I made one before I had on me. Not actually say what you used to make it. How did I make it before? Go on, Sean. Yeah, I'll look it up.
I was just thinking, the napalm potion, the alchemist fire, wasn't that way back in Barovia in Esmeralda's like caravan
Oh,
that
when
we
you
tried to
blew
bring?
that fucker up, you.
I did not do that. That mind effort, and we both blew it up spectacularly.
I was infiltrating it, and you just went, "I'll just chuck this." Like having quid. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Listen, I chuck things. I kick open doors. I will
That's
go
my
in.
thing.
That's my thing. I will go into the meditation hall and think about that parable of the 3 hags that I had, and thinking back to, did one of them Nanny
Nanny
Papa?
Poo-Poo.
Poo-Poo? Nanny Poo-Poo.
Did what
Yeah, 'cause
remind
she
you of
said
Nanny
it-
Poo-Poo? Sorry.
Uh,
The ones that you saw.
Yes. Oh. I would like to think about did the hags anything trying to cholt or anything like that? Trying to think how to describe this. Like, was it older clothing? Was it reminiscent of the current fashion of cholt?
Okay.
Any sort of identifying marks with them?
I will say that there were identifying marks, Shardia. So one of them looked like a head that had had its skin removed. It has glowing gold eyes and appeared to be holding a set of keys in her teeth. Scraggly black hair about shoulder length. The other one, what's that crazy, the only interesting bad guy from the DC Comics universe with a that gives you horrible dreams?
Oh, Scarecrow.
That,
That's the
But-
one. Yeah. He's the
but with
Batman villain.
horns. It's the only character I am even remotely interested in the DC universe. That, but with horns. That was the other one, and then the third one has it almost it had very manly features. Say it's blue face, like really strong jaw, really strong cheekbones, white small pupils, golden hair, and what appeared to be like a weird yellow fog around her head. That's what they look like.
I looked up alchemy. So as part of a long rest, you can make any of the available potions for half the price worth of materials. If we're not doing exact materials, it's half price of a potion. You can make one for a long rest. You've got the alchemy supplies. So, alchemist fire is 20, or it's 10. You just get one potion. Does that sound right?
Yeah. So you find well you're carrying a small earthenware pot sealed with an immovable lid. Fits easily within the palm of your hand. On both sides of the pot, it's got painted like a black drawing with a naked flame erupting from a pile of jagged shards. And in there you combine the material that you need to make the alchemist fire, and you very carefully seal it.
And I don't put it in my front pocket just in case.
Interesting. Okay, if you hope you don't fall over.
No, I don't.
That's fine. Wherever it is, trying to fall on that side, like it'll be like landing on your keys, but the keys explode.
Darn.
Okay, is Elias doing anything?
No, I don't think so. Rest.
Yim?
And soak in the atmosphere.
The atmosphere is meditative.
Yeah.
Throughout most of the day, the monks are just the travel, not particularly
Fairly
busy.
zen, I'd imagine, you know.
Yeah.
and-
Not very busy. You don't get the feeling that this is a busy place, if you know what I mean.
That's a
Uh,
good thing.
Very quiet, very tranquil. All you can hear is the wind. And Yim?
Jim's probably just gonna take in the meditative place and whatnot, and think about Jim's trembling.
Thank you, Yim. Finally, someone.
Wishing him some kind of peace along the way and whatnot. So that's where Yim's gonna be at.
Okay. You all as you begin meditating, thinking about Blaine and all the fun times you had together and play Donny Cash.
Yep, loving that.
Loving that music. You could hear that tune one more time. The fire. And
Of course, that one, yeah.
yeah, that was your favorite from his.
Yep.
And you cry as you think of the bad times, and like when your friend poured poison down his throat, and you laugh when you think of the happy times, like the time that he played the other Donny Cash hit single. Johnny Cash songs. Help me out here, Mike.
Fulgrim Prison Blues. Hold the Line. Walk the
Fulgrim
Line,
Prison Blues.
Ring of Fire.
Yeah.
Name it.
And the reaction of the crowd.
Say what?
blue ring one.
He did the Ring of Fire. I stepped into
Yeah,
a burning ring of
alright.
fire.
Yep.
And the flame
Yep.
burned high.
And the rotten tomatoes that were landing on him, and you feel inspired by this.
Inspired. Could do with that.
Amen.
What's
Well done, Meg. Glad someone cared.
That's everyone. Okay. The following morning, you are by a number of young monks. You are ushered to the main lobby, where you find. Let me do the room. Bit.
We give her some of them mushed up roots, didn't we, Peter? Yeah. Just pick her up a little bit for him.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
really
yeah.
helped.
Oh,
So
good.
you find her meditating in the center of the room, as each of the monks guides you to and gets at the ground. By the way, she's sitting cross-legged, hands on her knees, meditating, and you're ushered to do the same. You Hackinston been without.
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try my best.
I mean, it's in the best possible way you can,
Yeah.
as a turtle, they're not known for being that bendy. You do manage it,
no.
actually. Yeah, you manage
good.
it. You
Okay,
manage it.
yeah.
Next to her, the young monk who is got a mortar and pestle, and he's grinding various herbs. There's a little fire burning in front of him, and finally, he hands the mortar and pestle to Shara, and she, from her doublet, she pulls the black lotus, drops it into the mortar, and begins pestling it, grinding it. Sorry, the other way around.
Smushing it.
The other way around.
Mortar's like the bullet-shaped thing.
She
The
drops.
pestle is the.
She drops it into the pestle and she begins mortaring it, grinding it with a mortar.
Yeah.
Sorry, pulling everybody out for the moment. So spots have been called out for each of you to sit, good, kind of encouraged to copy. Candles flicker as the sun begins to rise slowly in the distance. And the monks that led you here have all taken their places in the room, and they begin chanting. They begin. They begin chanting prayers to the Wind Dukes of Arca, which you know this. You know this chanting very well. In fact, you join in a little. And slowly she begins to rise, and she looks nothing like the frail old lady that you saw in the bed. She begins to do this. She's holding a spear, actually, and she begins to do this hypnotics as the mixture that she's created begins to take over the fire with smoke. Incense rather begins to fill the room, as she carries out a really intricate dance, occasionally like hammering down the spear, and walks to Sal. Not walks up to him, but kind of dances to him, shimmies up, and she calls your name, your full name, Salgrim Folkor. As the incense overtakes you and you begin to slowly drift into a trance, and she calls out each of your names: Brutus Bitterbook, Yim, Elias Sonork, and finally Quinn. Quinn knows what's coming. This is the trip. But although Quinn's only ever heard of this, she's in this Dance of the Seven Winds actually done. As you all fall into a trance, and you just hear Ashara say, "Open your minds." And the moment you hear her say it, in front of you, you see a horrific image of a gargantuan lich, who you can only presume is a Serarak. He is by ugly, horrific women who Quinn instantly recognizes, as he is almost holding puppet strings over these women. And then from out of nowhere flies down a huge red dragon, and towards you, its mouth open, fire breathing out of its mouth. You all come awake, and you find Ashara is kneeling, exhausted on the floor, trying to prop herself up with this spear. And to your surprise and or horror, you see that her wings have disappeared from her back, and she, winded, she looks at you all and she gives you feather each, and she says, "Take this, each of you. It will give you fly. It will carry you wherever you need it to." And
So wait, she just lost the wings though to give us flight.
Yep.
Wow.
Seems like in awe of this, because this is obviously a problem for him, is immobility. So she's just like, "Thank you." I'm smacked, you know. Wow. Thank you so much.
She says, "You are quite welcome." As she's struggling to remain conscious. She says, "This charm embodies the gift of flight that is my people's birthright. You or any of your companions who wish can simply wave this feather, and for a whole week you will have the power of flight. And when that is used up, then and my wings return. This is my gift to you." As she falls back unconscious.
I'll go to.
Yeah, go on.
I'll go to proper. Can I try catch her before she falls unconscious, like just to sort of give her a bit of cushion?
Yeah, you even need to roll for that. You notice that she's on her way out, and you're already moving towards her, and before it's the ground. As she really great difficult opens her eyes, and she says, "Quinn, Talot, always your destiny to become teacher, Kir Sabal." And she says, and she hands you the spear that she's holding. It's a plain-looking spear, but it has quite intricate. It has some quite intricate carvings down the shaft, and the spear tip. It's got beautiful feathers of different colors. She says, "Take," and she hands you the spear. And she says, "There came from the trackless wastelands bearing a spear whose haft was from no tree ever seen, and its head was a metal we had only seen in dreams. He had fashioned it, he said, from the tree that flourishes only in moonlight, from the unaid the first Fae. He made it so that magical guile might not hold dominion over all humanity. And she says, the only thing that he told about it is that the pricking of this thorn wakens the deepest sleep. She says, take it. You are the teacher now. As her eyes get heavier and heavier.
I'll take it in on the eyes, so I'll make you proud.
She fades away with a smile on her face.
I really wanted Quinn to go, okay, bye!
Okay, bye!
You now possess, Quinn, the Dreamer's Thorn.
Oh.
I'm going to link it to you. You can grab it and put it in the character sheet. Are you very and Ashara is no more.
So this is
all the
a
monks,
cure
you-
wounds
you-
jobby
you-
then. She's proper dead.
What about getting her wings back?
As you look up,
I'm in-
all the monks from the monastery have gathered around, heads bowed deeply, some crying, and one steps forward to you, Quinn, and she says, the Aarakocra says to you, "You are the new teacher." And she bows her head to you. They all bow their head to you, Quinn. And they turn and go to Ashara, pick up her lifeless body, and away with it. You know that what the ritual is, but you cannot attend as the new teacher.
Have all the Aarakocra gone?
All the Aarakocra have left the monastery except for you.
I'll look at my friends, I'll look at the sphere and go, well. And then pause thoughtfully about the spear and what we just saw and think,
The only persons left in this room is Prince Na and Moxanare, who is consoling him as she weeps uncontrollably in the
Wait a
back of the
minute.
room.
They've just fucking abandoned 2 kids. Jesus.
I don't think they've abandoned them.
like, you're on your own now, it's not like we kicked them out. Oh, which one's crying? Is it Na or the girl?
They're both crying.
I mean, I'd be crying if my name was Naras.
Aww.
I'm gonna do something un-monk-like. I'll go over and I'll just give him a big hug.
I'll pull out Gildor
Um,
and start
ah,
getting him to play with them.
Gildor is over and it starts like Nuzna, but Na is not inconsolable. So Gildor does the classic Disney cartoon where he kind of sits down on his hind legs and just looks all dejected. As it goes to give them a obviously kind of goes straight away goes for it, but Moxanare is she's certain at first, then she reels it in as well for a hug, group hug. And they're both crying uncontrollably.
Wait, now we're stuck with some weeping orphans.
I've got an Eldritch Cannon I can use to dispatch the orphans if you like.
Wow.
God.
I'm only joking.
I
It's alright,
use
Gildor will make
chaotic evil.
I am chaotic neutral. I think. Hang on.
I feel like it's going to be one of those really dark moments where, Gildor just distracts them and you're stood there behind them with a gun just like...
As upon saying that, you do notice I have a rather shiny pistol sticking out my belt as well.
I'll
Calm
not
down,
old-
Seth Machine.
I was gonna say, are we old yellering this? Are we taking the dog out the back?
No.
Oh,
No.
God.
What?
Have you never heard of Old Yeller?
I've heard of Old Yeller, but I'm hoping you're not going to do what I think you're going to do.
No.
Kids now back and kill me.
No.
Jesus.
This isn't Barovia anymore.
I'm chaotic neutral, but I'm not evil. So yeah, no, I'll just it's alright. I was only joking.
I'll say to them. I won't be as good as her, but I'll try my best.
She says, Moxana Ray looks at you and she says, "You need to restore Omu to its former glory. It's what teacher wanted to do. The burden falls on you.
You are the one, Neo.
You are the one. When no."
I'll just look him in the eye and I'll just say, I'll try my best. And I'll look to the others and I go, will you help me to rid of the bitch?
I mean, we need to find Omu, right?
I'm in.
Yep.
Alright
Yim
then.
is in. The slowest of all of us is the most decisive to jump up to the cause. I'm in, bitch.
Well, you likes Omo and whatnot, and like sort that shit out.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
Elias is all up with the Lich for sure.
Yeah, not so much the lich. I feel like we should congratulate Quinn as well in not at the same time, kind of. So yeah, congratulations.
Look
Your
at me.
promotion and
Yeah,
whatever.
look at me. I am the teacher now.
Teach us, teacher.
I am the teacher. I'm just having a look at this spear. Oh my god.
I like it.
I love it. I've never what is this? It's a very rare spear.
Yep.
I'm gonna link this in the chat just for everyone's sort of.
That's metagaming.
Oh, it isn't. Is it?
No, you can be like, hey, look at my spear.
I'm just talking about my spear. Oh my god, what a beast of a spear. I suppose the best thing to what do we do now? Because well, I suppose what's the time of day?
First thing in the morning.
What does everyone want to do?
Hugh Hackenstone stumbles in, kind of grasping his head, and is like,
Oh.
"Oh, what's all that shouting?"
Shut.
And
You-
shut up, Hugh.
Shut up, Hugh. Yip said.
Aye, there's no need for that. I stood up against the dragon, you know. He bit me arm off, and he wiggles his.
Yeah. Clearly not well enough, Hugh Haggenstone.
Well, I'll prove you wrong.
Alright, you, calm down. I'm working on your arm, just chill out. Get over your hangover and leave my new friends alone, alright?
Stumbles into the kitchen.
There you go. Hugh, look after the children.
I'm not a child.
Oh no.
He turned.
Not you.
Not Hugh.
Oh.
Oh, boo.
Uh,
Boo. Dad jokes. No.
wait, has he just left?
I'm officially out for that one, Peter. Wait.
Hugh turns to the kids and he says, "Oh, what's wrong with the wee burns?" And reaches into his pack and he
Burns?
gets
Has
2
somebody
sock
been set on
puppets.
fire? You mean Burns?
Burns.
That's
You s-
Burns.
You said Burns.
Didn't
You gonna,
Burns.
have you lit them up? Light it up!
Light it up. He pulls out 2. One of them is of a dragon, and the other one is of a dragon. He puts one on, and he looks at the other one, kind of like, oh. Just launches into this monologue of this really pathetic dragon who goes around biting off from unsuspecting dwarves. And I mean, the girl really couldn't care less. The boy is quite amused by this.
She's not
He's
amused
got
by
his own
much, is she?
And he says, "You's got about you take care of the Waynes." Oh, that's Irish. Sorry, the Berns.
Balance.
You self-conscious. now.
Burns, Peter. Burns.
Balance.
Burns.
The
got his own
Waynes.
Wayans.
Bunch going on.
Well,
mean,
just really.
Yeah,
Imagine a world where there's more than one dragon, Peter.
that's
Wait.
been a murder.
That's been a murder.
I'm just scaring you.
Taggart. That's been a murder.
Murder. Let me just have a look at the spear. I've got to attune to it, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And you are all now in level 6.
Ah,
Huzzah!
I get new
What do
stuff.
What do I get?
This is the new stuff.
Things harder.
Don't all your stuff at level 6? Doesn't all your attacks become magical for the sake of resistances?
You shoot blue shit when you kick people.
Have magic fist. Magic fist.
Magic. I love the fact that you did a little happy dance for that.
The magic fist.
Ooh.
Well, I'm a monk. I punch things till I've got going for me.
You just punch things harder now. That's all.
Yeah. What is it? Can we make a day warning if everyone's okay with that?
I
'Cause
think it's only right.
Yeah, my teacher is the teacher now.
I am.
Look at me. I am teacher now. I actually get some pretty cool stuff.
Is everybody else ready for level 6?
Mostly.
I
I've only got
wasn't, but
2 things to choose, so it should be fine.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm nursing a say what I get.
What do you get? Go on.
A momentary stasis, so I can basically just stasis bubble, but they have to obviously they get a con save, so it's not the best saving throw, but still, who knows what might happen.
Oh, Peter.
Pretty much.
Peter, I get to replicate a magical item.
You went a bit there, mate.
He did a
Little
little
bit.
bit, didn't he?
Can I?
Replicate. You could do that before, couldn't
Well, I didn't choose it, but I can now.
All right.
you? You're out there, Megan.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've just got an extra spell to pick, so I'm
Megan's come really close to the monitor and makes her
Papa.
look like she's turned into a ghost.
Yeah, you're
Just like,
you're very
"Oh."
ghostly at the moment. It's very.
Pattern. Can't see what's it. Oh, it's Miss
Meg,
Green.
can I just say, I love the giant elephant on your shelves. I think I would buy that.
Yeah.
By the way, Meg,
My grand.
it was discussed earlier that you're going to be playing a bard next because of the amount of musical instruments behind you.
It's not mine. None of
What?
it is mine.
No, it doesn't
The
matter.
elephant's mine.
You can
Oh, we
bang
don't
a
want
keyboard
Phil
and pretend to be
joining.
Elton John, it's fine.
Yeah. No.
I remember when you were young.
Yeah.
Hold me closer, tiny hamster.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
Ooh.
All
Animal
right,
puns.
In between this day and the next day, can I
Good sidestep.
sorry,
Like it.
can I
Touche.
go by? Can I look at what's your character called, Craig? I've forgotten. Sorry,
Elias.
Elias. Sorry. Can I have a look at and try to spell magic
Feel,
on it.
feel free. I mean, go for it.
In between on the day of mourning, I think I'm gonna choose to do that.
On the
Cool.
day of morning, I just stop and just do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, well, you know, on a bit of downtime.
I'm with you. I'm feeling that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
What's the creature? Any
She-
spell of 3rd level or lower.
Yeah. Yes.
You beast.
Please let it be 3rd level.
You still get to roll for higher level spells, though. It's not entire. It's not
Oh, is it
third or
not?
lower.
What do I
So
roll
Third
then?
or lower. Third or lower just guarantees that it succeeds.
Each
So
spell
is
slot
it
level.
like a roll off? If they cast a 4th level, do you have to roll for it? And if you
It
beat,
says in the spell somewhere what is if it's certain
DC
level, like
equals
levels.
10 plus the spell's level on a successful
Yeah,
check.
there you go.
spell ends. So do I just roll
Oh.
a DC 20? Right? What do I?
Well,
a
it depends on what level the spell is. Obviously, Peter's
Alright.
not going to tell you the DC, but if it's higher than third, just ask you to roll and
Okay.
see what you get.
Do I need to
How high
roll?
can you go? Can you only go as high as your maximum spell level?
No. Like the level 15 spell, technically the DC would be like 25 because it's 10 plus the spell level.
Oh, so
Third
if
or
it-
lower automatically passes, but anything above the DC becomes 10 plus whatever the spell level is.
So if it's 10 instance, I've got to roll a 2, yeah?
Well, technically, only the 9th level spells you got in Wish in 9th level, so, but it's up to Peter, really.
Oh, okay. Good.
just have a look, and I want to see what I got next level. Monks have a vision. It's not just rocks.
Yeah, monks get it too.
Oh, sweet.
Monks get ridiculous towards the end. Oh, you're gonna poison me? Oh, I'm pure of mind and body. Oh, you're gonna do that spell on me? No, I've got a diamond soul. Sorry. Nothing. Touch them, they just get ridiculous.
Oh my.
And then people sit there complaining, going, "No, monks aren't powerful enough." Get on my game. Monk's brilliant.
I'm just looking at. Oh my god. I've got Mastery of Death, which is level 10. I can escape its grasp, and when I'm reduced to 0 hit points, I can expend 1 key point to have 1 hit point instead.
Yeah.
That's like the half orc thing.
Yeah. Except you can just keep using it so long as you got key.
Oh my god, must pay.
Wait until you just keep going, keep reading. It just gets more and more stupid. I played in a game with a level 20 monk, and you couldn't hit him with anything. He's just like, no. Or when you did hit him, he's like, oh yeah, all that's halved because I can use evasion or some other weird skill that I've got to not take anything.
Oh, this is just. I'm looking at the higher levels. This is just silly now.
It gets crazy, yeah.
Oh, that's mean.
In the world of Brutus Bitterbook.
I get CR, an extra CR level now. So CR level 2 beasts. And just an extra spell.
Oh, that's decent. Higher
Yeah,
CR's always a good thing.
But it's double what I had before, so that's good.
Can a druid transform ever into a dragon? Is that no?
It's beast only. So dragons come into their own category. They're not beasts.
Mammals only.
Sadly. Be nice if you could though. That would be sick. Dragons can transform into humans, so why not, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you a girl dragon. That's all I ever pick up when people make dragons.
God.
Just waiting for this unicorn.
Oh wait, you can transform into a unicorn. No, you could do that beforehand, couldn't you?
Peter let me once its abilities to use all its abilities.
I don't really get anything else fun wanting 4th level spells, but not yet.
Okay, you may roll the spell magic.
Come
The 20.
on, Meg.
Oh, Meg.
Oh.
Let's go, Yim.
Wait,
roll?
what are you casting
Roll.
Dispel Magic on?
Book. Did it
Oh.
roll? Oh! Come on, that's gotta be a good one.
Go, Meg,
Do,
go!
do the spell
You-
dance. Am I magic?
Let me describe it to you.
Oh. I'm
Oh
excited.
my.
Oh my.
Now I'm nursing a semi.
What if it's like a cookbook or something?
He's gonna do that to me, isn't he? It's the title appears on the front, and it's like, what's it called? Vidala's cookbook. Only it's spelled C-U-C-K. Oh, I've been cooked.
Or it's,
I've been cooked.
no, it's Tusklove and Ancient Elven.
Just
Tusk
killed
Glove.
Peter that when I said cookbook, innit?
Oh my god. Tusk Glove as well, bringing back memories.
I forgot about Tusk Love.
Okay, so Yim.
Yes.
Have you got your backup character, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no! I take
Oh
it back.
my.
Oh,
You dispel magic in this book. The construct of whatever was this book looked like just a plain book with a lock around it. Have I got that right?
That's how you described it to me, yeah.
It's a plain book with a lock around it. You cast magic. Your the power and the sheer force of will that you put into this spell. You see this book change. It's almost as if a veil falls off from it, and another book, true form of this book, beneath it. On the front of this book is still a lock, but the lock is in the shape of Snake's face. As you look, as you kind of turn this book here and there, you see what appears to be a hologram of a six-sided eye.
On the inside book.
It seems to be hovering above the front of the book. No matter which way the die follows.
What number's showing on it?
On the die, as you turn it over, you can't see underneath it as it's quite close to the book. See the symbol underneath it, but you see what appears to be a symbol of a jester. There's a blank. There is a coin. There is a diamond, and there is a crown.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
And as you study this die, you get overwhelming feeling that you should make a wish.
I'm gonna wish for oh shit, what's the god called? What's the god called? The god. I want the god to come back. Please come back, god.
You want Ubtao to read?
Yeah. I would like to bring back Uptown. That's a big wish, isn't it?
Do you have wish?
Hang on a minute. I sold my soul for this book, and you've just made a wish off the
Oh,
back of it.
shit.
Thanks.
you
What would
bought
you
a lot of
wish for?
ticket and you wins.
Have you tried to get the die and roll?
Yeah, should I like move it like
Like what, Meg?
like flick it, you know, or like across the book.
So you tried to grab the die,
Well,
and your fingers
I've seen Jumanji.
and
Let's just leave it alone.
your fingers pass right through it.
Oh. Yeah. I blow it. I blow it.
You blow it and it doesn't act or anything. It's as if it's just a hologram, like in the movies.
I'm mesmerized. But
Can anyone else see this as well? Yeah, because I've unlocked it.
what if I try and pick the?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
I'm gonna try.
As you reach for the die, you also get an overwhelming feeling that it's like, you know, when you're about to throw a coin into a well, you wouldn't
Mhm.
throw it if literally, but you just make a wish, don't you?
Mhm.
Make your wish.
Shit. Oh man, this is a big
Make it a good one.
I need to make my wish. Oh man, I'm so indecisive. This is terrible, Peter.
Me.
Yeah, I am. I am. What is the thing for Elias? Elias wishes to be free of this blood pact from Valindra. Fuck you, bitch. This is my soul.
Are you picking up the die?
Yeah,
Reach.
well,
You reach for the die with some trepidation.
I mean, hang on. Before I do this, the fair point, actually, I'm just thinking. Part of me thought, well, I could wish Blaine back into existence, and I quite like Blaine. I've become quite fond of him. So, at the risk of being a martyr, I'm gonna wish Blaine back into existence.
Okay.
But let me clarify. My wish is to have Blaine return in full health with
With
both of his
feet.
feet in living human form, not as a statue. Because bastard of a spell. If it's even a wish spell, for that matter. But that's what I'm going to roll the die.
You go to grab the die, and the thing solidifies to a solid gold die, and you pick it up.
Do I feel like that I should roll it?
Feel immense primal power.
Infinite cosmic. I feel like that moment in a line. He's like, infinite cosmic power, itty bitty live in space.
Roll a die. Roll me a d6. Are you gonna inspect the die? Just gonna roll it.
Okay, explain to me how Elias feels. Do I feel like I just go? Should I be swept up in this moment? Is it like an overwhelming urge to just make this witch and make it happen, or am I more free-willed in that? Have I got control to time to think and stop and do you get what I mean?
You eye in your hand and you look around the room and you see auras around everyone, even the construct that the gnome has created, and on everyone. And as you kind of you look around, as you try and focus on like a single point, you can see through the wall and behind the wall, all the way into the astral plane.
Continuum
transfunction, Ed.
Okay, so I'll pick it up and inspect the die for a couple of seconds.
As
but
you
not really
inspect the
much more.
die, you see that the symbol that you couldn't see underneath is a skull.
Okay. Would you like me to roll my d6?
As you go to roll your d6, you feel a familiar presence. As if the camera was on sideways profile, from the other side of your head, there would be a rather large snake head with its tongue watching what you're about to do.
Somebody's creeping on you.
2.
2, you roll. the jester.
Okay.
The snake laughs, and the most cruel, evil.
Can
Almost-
I
almost
use
a
my
breathless
astral
laugh.
shift to change the outcome of that roll?
What the
Not
shift?
astral shift. What's it called? What's the feature? Chronal shift. This is a little bit outside the rules, but I'll leave it to
Describe
your
it.
interpretation.
No, I want you to describe it to novels.
So it allows me to re-roll an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Can I, asking outside of the general purpose here, use it to amend this roll potentially and influence?
You need to tell me what this looks like.
Okay. So Elias sees the die kind of roll with it. That it feels like an eternity as it clacks across the surface of the book effectively and turns over. And he focuses in, like holding his hand to slow the die down and turn, like slow its rotation to try and influence the result. That's what I'm gonna say. Kind of to manipulate time.
You hear the voice snake in your head saying, "You think you have the power?" Let's have an intelligence.
I will turn back, look him straight in the eye, and say, I know I have the power. And what do you want, an intelligence save or check? Okay.
His face. Fuck.
20.
His face drops with shock and horror as he looks back at the die. And you can go ahead, change it. So the symbols are skull, jester, blank, diamond, crown.
I don't know which symbol would give me what I think. I'm thinking probably diamond or crown, I would imagine. Is it like the crown of Omu?
It's so small that it's not the same crown.
Right?
It's not the same crown as Medusa's, no.
I'm gonna go with.
You're gonna go with crown.
I mean, I think I don't know. You've done that thing that's making me second. Diamond or crown? Diamond or crown?
Besides Mesro, what's what's as a
Ascension.
personal,
Ascension.
ascension into godliness?
Yeah.
So you're rolling crown.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna commit. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to amend your wish for Blaine at all?
So I said I want Blaine to return back to life in human form with all his body parts connected where they should be.
Okay.
You're making me second guess the terminology I use now.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Stop it, Peter. I'm absolutely terrified.
You focus in on this die. It lifts off the ground, and the willpower. You didn't even know yourself you had this kind of power inside you, as the die levitates and then begins to rewind all the way back into your hand, and you look down as you see, well, you remember yourself casting that die again, and it falls to the ground in the slowest of motions, almost in a cinematic way as it goes, and does a little spin right at the end, and lands on. If you had rolled diamond,
Don't be.
you would have been granted exactly what you wished for. Nothing more, nothing less. As you roll crown, you look up, and at the top of the stairs, you see Blaine. He is complete. He's got his feet. He's looking at himself, confused. He's not quite sure what happened or how he got here. He is here. And on top of that, we're going to leave it there for
Oh!
Motherfucker.
Sick burn. Oh! Well. Just opened a packet of
That
crisps
was
as well.
interesting.
Bastard.
I can't cope, Peter. Like if I'd have picked diamond, you'd have gone. If you picked crown, you would have got exactly what you wish for.
But half the size.
Crown is going to
3
present
foot
you with a
Blaine
conundrum.
stepped in. Hello.
In fact, Blaine is 3 foot now.
Fuck you.
He
You
didn't
can't
say
do
what
that.
size he was meant to be.
TM prick. No, you can't do that. That was mine.
So, no, diamond. I'll tell you now. Diamond would have been no. It would just be create a decision point for Mike as to how he wants to proceed. Brown, Craig, Mike still has to decide how he wants to proceed. So do with your greatest wish. So think about it.
How exciting.
Oh, that's really cool.
Mm.
Look at your face, Craig. You're like, oh shit.
I mean, I feel like it's almost the defining moment you need me to have there, Peter. I stood against what I can only assume is the Night Serpent, and was victorious.
I can tell you that begins to glow right now.
Oh,
See you next week.
thanks.
Bye.
Thanks.
Okay,
Okay, bye.
Are you gonna do a Quinn exit? Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. You might be ascending into godhood. Bye.
Well, Peter, good job.
It is what you think it is, Craig. It is what you think it is. So you've got a decision to make.
All right.
I'm not gonna have a fucking god knocking about with a party. I'll tell you that for free.
I mean, that's fair, but I actually, if it is what I think it is, I'm okay to love his story. Like, I would happily end his line just saying, he ascended to God. What more can you ask for a character? It would have been nicer if it happened a little bit later on, but, you know,
I mean,
fuck it.
I was not expecting to roll that flipping die. I just read up on it quickly and I'm like, oh shit.
At night, fantastic. I'll admit, I'm a bit tipsy and I was like, what's she rolling a Dispel Magic for? The book. Oh, the fucking book. Oh my god.
I didn't
Oh my god.
expect any of it to work even at all, you know. I would just thought I'd give it a chance while we had a day of not doing anything.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh hey, we're
Wow.
mourning. Oh, I'm gonna just now.
Yep.
If you choose whatever's gonna happen, would that not put you on the same level as the Night Serpent, or would it put you above the Night Serpent?
Why? Because I just made him my bitch.
Yeah, you basically, he's like, haha, no bitch, and you roll a 19, he goes, oh fuck.
I mean, that would. I mean, technically, Dendar, I don't I think I don't think he's kind of top tier god, but
No.
he's not bottom either.
No, it's not. You're right.
Yeah.
He's no Raven Queen. Let's put it like.
He's not that sort of level. He's not like Lolth or fucking, those sort of gods.
Raven
but
Queen. Is she a goddess?
fairly
Yeah,
high,
she-
yeah. She's
Oh, actually,
Because
no. Yeah, she is. She's very high. She's like one of the head honchos with
like-
what's she called? Lolth, Timora, Tor.
I mean, this is just my personal opinion, but I'd put people like Lolth even higher than the Raven. Come across the Raven Queen that much, I think people who probably played in the 70s and have experienced that modular would say, "Shut up, you idiot."
Isn't
You know?
Lolth is the Spider Queen, isn't she?
She is, yeah.
She's like big bad. Like you don't want to go knocking about with her.
I mean, any evil god like that is big bad, right? Any sort of mortal being, quite easily.
So like Resnisi's, like the Mega Lich, like your boss's boss, is the Loth above Ragnisi's boss? isn't it?
Serarak.
Yeah, Serac.
Oh, a
Is-
Serarak's only a
Serak's
lich.
not a god.
Is a lich.
Oh right, he's just a lich.
I think he
He's-
fancies
Well, say that
himself
he's
a
just a
god,
lich.
but he isn't. Which is part of the reason he's got the Soul Eater.
Eaters thing.
If
yeah.
I'll tell you now. If you would have, is Mike still here?
I am.
If Mike would have come back, but made entirely of cheesecake.
Oh, bless.
Oh my god! And then you didn't want to roll skull. You didn't want to roll skull.
Oh, Skull is always the worst one, regardless of what you
Yeah.
do.
I
Can
mean-
you
isn't
guess?
it?
Can you guess what would happen?
I was fully expecting
Yeah.
I was dead if I rolled skull. That was it. Like
Yep.
when you said skull, I was like, "Row." What was coin?
Uh,
Came back as a gold coin.
Mike will have come back made of solid gold.
Oh,
I mean,
Does
I'm a
it-
soldier.
There's only two options on here where Mike comes back as you want him.
yeah.
Okay.
Blank, obviously, nothing happens and the die vanishes, and that's the end
Yeah,
of your
yeah,
wish.
that was fairly like.
That
I'm
wouldn't.
not taking blank.
If you'd have
you know?
rolled blank, I wouldn't have given you the option to rewind it because it literally says it just vanishes the moment it rolls.
So there was skull, crown, jester, blank, coin, and diamond.
Hmm.
Was coin the gold one?
Yep, it's whatever you wish for, but it's just money, just gold.
Mm,
Like, I wish to be emperor of 10 million people, you would get 10 million solid gold people.
Not terrible.
not a bad trade-off.
Not the worst
You become
outcome. Or maybe a large golden statue of a dog licking its butt.
That's the best one. I can't believe that. All because of a 19 on Dispel Magic, which
That's-
is fantastic.
Welcome to D&D.
That's my only good roll for the campaign.
Yeah.
But what a roll you made!
You've just
Like, it's-
created a moment that we're all like, whoa, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So
It was on the level of the 2 1s you rolled when you fell off that cliff, and it was like, oh no!
Mm,
You actually only needed the 17 to...
only. That's really hard for me to get.
It's a level 7 spell, so you need... What's level 7 spell? Is it level 15?
that's fairly
Wow.
high. Yeah, you've
Yeah.
got to be pretty high to cast that.
Considering my level, like level 3. I'm at
I
level
guess
3
I guess
spells,
this
yeah.
means that you'll be meeting your boy Cornelius a bit sooner.
It's up to you. It's up to you. I don't want to. I don't want this thing to force you into doing that. However,
We'll have
it's
a
the same
discussion
as
about
I don't
it.
know. It's the same as picking up some kind of device that explodes in your face and insta kills you. That kind of
Mm.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what bugged me about that? Before we say too much more, is that it was all designed for you. That entire encounter.
I know.
I was like, why? Why?
When-
I'm there literally
you said-
internally screaming.
When you said workshop, I'm like, I'm coming back to that in a minute.
Man, I can't wait to run these guys through Rhyme. I think they'll be terrified.
Hey, all this talk about magic is what making me want to bring like a wizard or a sorcerer. Like, no, I'm bringing Toblerone. There's nothing that can stop me.
Toblerone.
I'm still
Toblerone will be a beautiful creature in Rime of the Frost Maiden, especially when definitely not Crunchinaban comes
Oh,
about.
definitely not Crunchinaban. That's for anybody that's ever read the D&D book.
Probably only Mike, right, in this group, maybe.
What was the book again?
Or is it just me and you, Pete?
You read the Legend of Drizzt?
The Crystal Shard is the trilogy.
No,
Shard.
no, I haven't.
It's so.
I know who
book,
Drizzt is.
But
Mm.
yeah, Crunchinaban is it's like a sent crystal shard that is just so powerful. It's godlike.
Well, it's definitely not Crunchinaban in your pocket. don't
Definitely
worry.
not. I definitely didn't find it. Definitely wasn't carrying it around. It definitely wasn't telling
Or
me what to do.
manipulating you in any way,
Or
shape, or form.
manipulating me. No, absolutely not.
I have a question for Rhyme. Do I
Yep.
get to bring my equipment that I got in Dragon Heist with me, or no?
Would you like to?
I would like to, because I have sneaky boots that give me advantage.
What level were you when you left Rime?
It was 5, I believe.
I
You mean
that
Dragon Heist?
I think that probably works, doesn't it, Peter? Considering, in all honesty, the 5 levels have felt a little bit tedious in Rime, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was to
That's
run it,
one of
I'd
the
go straight
beautiful
to
things
5.
when you've run something for one group, you can kind of this bit was a bit shit,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to call that, and we'll focus on the best bits, which is nice.
Yep. The only I had left, that was because I used up all my necklace of fireballs because that was OP as shit. I had the boots of elven kind, which just gave me advantage to stealth.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'd be happy with that and probably start at level 5 instead.
Play. And I get all my stuff at level 5 as well.
Huzzah.
Oh my god, so much
That's
good
a while
stuff.
off yet, though. We've got a lot of fun stuff to get through yet.
Oh yeah. Just like I love.
What's going to be your god name, Craig?
I don't know.
Time Lord.
Jeff.
Jeff.
Timmy.
Jeff. The Time
the
Lord.
Time Lord.
I'm off, guys.
Bye, Dylan.
See you later, Dillamino.
Bill.
Ah!
Good seeing you,
Bye.
literally. Kind of. Oh, bye. Bye, Dylan.
You can see our faces.
Can't see mine, though.
Have we picked a date
I will
for
have
the
to-
Christmas thingy?
Yeah,
The
Shardy,
one
when
that
are you
you're
doing
doing,
your
Shard?
thing?
I'm
Yeah.
waiting on. So I backed a Kickstarter that was supposed to give me my maps by now, and it still hasn't given me my map.
How far off do you think it might be? Is it?
Dependent on, because I have college as well, exam in January. It might be. I was thinking maybe a Valentine's thing, just purely because I need to learn how Foundry works, and I need to get these maps.
It's
in.
actually
should have-
surprisingly easy, isn't it, Peter? Like, it took me a couple of sessions, but in defense, like, I had Pete lean on and go, actually, I don't know what I'm doing, Peter, help. Like,
That's
so
what
that
the back
helped. Yeah.
I was thinking I want it to be like I want it to be good, but I want you to have fun, because it's like I haven't even had a look at the video that you sent me for the Witchlight DMs, so I'm gonna have a look at that later. 'Cause I've got a sort of base for it. Like I'd rather it be a bit fun and
Oh, that's cool. That makes sense.
And level 4.
Yes, I will allow level 4 because I like the idea of a halfling riding a giant Bernard. That's all I want it for. I was like, yes, that's fun. I like that.
That's I've told you. I sent you the picture, didn't I? The
Yeah.
halfling with his dog.
Yes, do you know what? I will allow that. I think that's going to be cool.
Craig Tieflings, not you?
I always, especially now that Tasha's come out, literally everything I play is going to be a halfling. No doubt, absolutely no doubt.
So what are you going to do?
What do you mean? What am I going to?
I don't know.
So you want to know what I'm going to? We'll have a proper discussion about this, Peter. I feel like it needs a longer conversation than just a quick snap decision. I mean, reality is that literally. I mean, if you're a follower tomorrow, that's the thing to do, right? Flip a coin and see what happens.
Yeah.
The lady of luck.
And there's nothing stopping you, as a god, to be level halfling
I mean,
wizard.
yeah. That's a good.
There's never been a halfling goddess there, like in the pantheon.
There is
It's all-
half gods, but most of them are gods of home and hearth and harvest and stuff like that. There isn't like a halfling god of time, for example. Like Kronos exists in the major human pantheon and elven as well. Actually, I think he's recognized, but for halflings, they don't really have a god of time particularly, or that sort of. So I will probably fill that slot in our very own pantheon of like.
You could be the god of Elevensies.
Why not? I've got another character that'll be god of 11s. It's a halfling chef, halfling barbarian chef that just uses a skillet and a meat tender.
All
as
right,
a
all right. The
weapon.
god of second breakfast then.
Yeah.
Second breakfasts. I had two. I had one back in case Quinn went tits up. I had a what is it? Artificer?
Lord
Yeah.
Fist.
My
Yeah.
character is.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, who
I
knows?
might-
Blaine might make a comeback, and the Artificer might just bugger off and make a hand.
Actually, yeah, Mike, you also. I'll leave it up to you. I'm not going to force you to get
Make
your
a
old character and
I mean,
all the time
I could
that
say
you
that
spend.
Blaine is now sort of fucking traumatized, and he's like, I might just sit this one out.
I was gonna say
It's
that
up
when
to you.
Craig was like bringing back no memories, no memories.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
because you were lying. I
Yeah.
watched you be like tormented.
But what
by
happens
witch,
if you'd
like,
have
through
said no
the-
memories? I would have come back and literally been like, "Hey man, how's it going? Who the fuck are you?"
Maybe not quite that. Time a
Yeah,
little
so,
bit,
you know,
just
you have to
before.
play. You have to
Before
play
you-
the sneaky
memories
bit.
too.
You
Yeah,
can't. You
yeah.
can't. If you can't. You
I mean,
can't. If you say no memories, you have to play it to the extreme. Just to.
That
make-
means. That also means, depending on what choices you make, Craig, who's there, and Mike, who's there, is gonna have to make a decision between yous as well, so you're not doubling up. Because Craig said Bard possibly.
Oh
Mike's
yeah,
not quite
yeah, of
sure.
course. That's the other thing.
So
So if Mike brings his bard back, I'll bring something else. If Mike doesn't bring it back, then I will bring a bard. Simple
or
as
you
that.
can have two bards. I mean,
I've got. Yeah, to be fair, what type of was yours, Mike?
Mine's
Shitty
College of Eloquence.
Ah, mine's very different.
So
then,
he's
yeah.
very much a silver tongued devil.
so I use
But
swords or valor or something. Craig.
Mine was College of Law.
But again, I mean, my
Alright,
Artificer's
cool.
the Arterialist. So he's got Eldritch Cannons and stuff. So there are other sort of Artificers that you can have. So if anyone didn't want to bring an Artificer, you
I've
could-
literally got. I've got two. In fact, well, three technically. I'm in Halfling Ranger that rides a Saint Bernard if I want to, as well. So I've got three in waiting.
I want the Saint Bernard one. If you're gonna go that route, I want the Bernard. I just want to see it. I had
Maybe I
two.
can call him Bernie as well. Yeah, just
you better have a cooking pot
let's
as a
go,
helmet.
Bernie. He's gonna wear like a Yorkshireman flat cap. Well, you know, like proper like.
Nice.
He looked great, brilliant.
Wielding an oversized
Kind of
wok.
artifice.
I
Yeah,
had
I'm sorry,
a
dude.
armorer, but
Ooh, that's what I had, wasn't it, Craig?
No,
Infiltrator or guardian?
Infiltrator? You, I think
but
it's that armor as well. Is it a subclass of armor?
Subclass of.
Right. Oh fucking hell.
Which one were you gonna go for, Shadi?
I picked armorer. I also, funnily enough, I picked a rock gnome.
So did I? Did I?
Yeah.
I did, didn't
It-
I?
it
I
sort
was
of
a
lends
gnome. Yeah, I was a
itself
rock
to
gnome.
the- to
This will be lost on everyone else, but as soon as someone says wrong, my brain just goes Margaret Armorer. You know, like by the stones.
I was probably not, but my idea was if Quinn fell, I was gonna have a very old rock gnome, and who was gonna use a cane as a gun. The cane had been modified to be a gun.
Properly neckbeard. That's going full neckbeard,
Ooh.
isn't it? I shall smite you with my cane sword.
Yeah.
I'll save you, milady.
Does he have Heelys as well?
No. It was gonna be. I was gonna use my Nana voice for it as well.
Oh no, no.
Oh no, we're not gonna use
no.
Sean Connery voice
Or Sean Connery. No,
throughout.
the Sean Connery. I can't do Sean. My jaw hurts.
Mm.
Oh my god, the accent.
Brilliant.
Feel my jaw hurt now. Oh
Dis-
yeah,
Dislocate your character.
yes, it's Billaron.
What was Toblerone? Was she what was she?
I was a
Sneaky bastard.
half elf
That's it,
rogue.
yeah, rogue.
I had stupid stats. The way I did it, I was all stealth. No, like I was a glass cannon.
So if it was you're like backstabber nothing.
Yep, it was either I go hard or I go home.
Yeah.
It's like
That's the
dead.
roguish way.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, actually, no. I picked Soul Knife. That was my subclass. I had psychic weapons.
Kill it before it kills you.
It was essentially stab, stab, stab. Oh, you've stabbed me. I'm dead.
So look at this conundrum you've created, Megan.
Oh, cause Meg rolled
I
a
feel like this
19.
is. I feel like this is a mega. I'm so glad that statement and didn't do a you, Peter, and then rolled a 1. You know, like when you said, "Give me an intelligence check," and I was like, 20. Thank. For sitting
Yeah.
there thinking, "Please don't roll 5. Please don't roll 5. Please don't roll 5."
Otherwise, it would have been Cheesecake Blaine.
Yeah.
What
Cheesecake.
flavour?
Well, you know, he lost his feet.
Completely sentient.
It couldn't have got any worse. Just have to avoid dogs or
Completely
something. I guess.
sentient.
Oh,
A
dear.
cheesecake
don't fall in the sea!
bard made out of cheesecake,
just literally getting followed around by hornets because he's made a cheesecake.
but also nightmares.
And
And
smelling so
ants
bad in
just
40-degree weather.
wakes up in the middle of the night and ants are just consuming him constantly. Like, ah!
But it'll be like Prometheus, where every morning is regenerated.
Regenerate.
Oh,
And
man.
40-degree temperatures just baking him into just putrefaction.
Yeah.
Just leaving a trail of grimy piss. Like,
Oh, just really smelly off milk at the end of the day.
Yeah, I was going to say like off milk
No.
by the end of the day.
Singing out of tune
Oh.
Donny Cash. I
God.
step into the burning ring of fire. Fire.
Just slowly melts like.
I wonder if there's ever Googled, do cheesecakes have vocal cords?
Can cheesecake twang
Probably.
guitar strings?
Would it
You
be
start losing
like
fingers.
slipping because cheesecake is wet?
Oh.
I'm about to break Google, hold on.
Just slicing your fingers off as you're playing.
You might Google wax. That's sort of a weird thing, you know?
Oh,
Back in a sec.
someone's already done it.
Have they?
Chocolate cake playing a guitar. Oh, come on.
That's why the internet exists, Peter. Don't lie. Come on. Some people
I'll
ask
I'll
be
be
some
weird
back in
questions.
place.
5.
The internet's a weird place.
I have to say, Peter, good running time this weekend. Not overrunning. It's good. Next week I do have a slight request. I'm going to have to log off slightly early because I have to get up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning to drive to Heathrow to pick up the missus from the
Why?
airport.
That's what taxis are for.
No, yeah, okay. Sure. Okay, next
It'll
time
be
you
well
come
cheap.
down, I'll tell her you said that. Pete says you should get a fucking taxi home from the other side of London with a 2-year-old. Good
You're
luck.
a busy person.
I'm
You're
not
a busy person.
I'm not a busy person. Unfortunately, D&D to her is not busy. She's very much a shut the fuck up. You're playing make believe with your friends.
Right, divorce her now.
I might have to. You know. I'll come
I'll,
moving
I'll
with you,
give her a
Pete.
piece of my
before-
next time I'm done.
By the way, Pete, my new job does actually cover the entire country, and there may be instances where I find myself travelling up north
Ooh,
to look at the motorway networks of England. So I
we'll get board games ready. Mike's got a new job.
do
Oh,
have a new job.
congrats.
Oh, congrats! Because everyone was jumping ship at a previous company, wasn't they?
Yeah, they were, and they treat me like shit too. So I sort of jokingly sent my CV off to someone. They were like, "Yeah, we like you. We'll give you an interview." So they gave me an interview yesterday, or this morning, sorry. And they came back and they said, "Yeah, we'll give you a job, 43 grand. You can be a design engineer. We've got a few jobs for you. There's a place up in Atkins. It's basically, for want of a better word, it's like a whorehouse for engineers. You go work for these people and they send you off to other companies. It's like, hey, we've got someone for you. He's got big tits and stockings, so off you go.
I know.
But yeah, I think the
Engineer
job.
sluts are us.
Yeah, exactly. The job they got lined up for me is looking at diversionary routes off motorways. So if motorways close, I have to look at sort of suitable diversionary routes for vehicles and stuff. So fairly straightforward stuff. But
I always thought that it was just like builders that just came out with signs and they just happened
no,
to the area and just
no,
put
you
some signs
have
out
you have to
that
think if
are really inconsistent.
the reason why diversionary routes are so inconsistent is because they have to maintain the class of road. So if you've got an A road you're shutting, you have to put a diversion route in that only contains A roads. So that could be a 40-mile diversion as opposed to a 5-mile diversion, because you can't send
Been
massive
times-
HGVs across like little country lanes and stuff. So you have to send them on A roads because you have to consider the weight and traffic and
Been
the amount
times I've taken diversions and like I found a couple of the yellow signs and then it's like 4 hours later and I'm like, where the hell is the diversion sign? It's been 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh look, I'm in fucking Scotland now.
That's
That's why I always leave my sat nav on to reroute.
exactly good
Exactly.
choice.
Was
Um,
it recalculating?
Recalculate.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Peter, they clearly hate you, mate. The engineers up north are woefully lacking, so hopefully I'll try and plug their gap for
Yeah.
you.
Well,
My friend
you know where I
Peter,
live.
he went all the way out to
It's
Scotland on a diversion route.
expected.
But yeah, so I might knock on your door
That's
one day
right.
and come and crash.
I was like,
Yeah. Well, I'd like a little bit more than that.
I'll bring wine and Diet Coke, it'll be fine.
Alright.
The wine's for the missus, by the way, not you.
Alright. I was gonna say
You
I don't drink wine.
No,
He'll
your
bring
missus
you shit brisket that you can put your sauce on.
don't start. That's a sore point. It wasn't shit brisket. It was fucking good brisket. And they put
I
sauce
never
on it.
said that. I said you'll bring shit brisket. You could imply that you buy it. I would never put sauce on. If it's brisket, doesn't need anything.
I'll buy brisket
don't-
from Aldi, the pre-made shit, and I'll be like, put it in the oven for 5 minutes and put
There
as
you
much
go.
sauce on it as you like.
You made brisket when I came to your house, and I asked for sauce, and you asked me to leave your house.
I was offended. I've been cooking this thing for 12 hours or something. I was like, you
I've
fucker,
never
man.
seen Mike angry, let alone that angry. Me
Yeah.
and Matt are like, maybe we should leave. He'd left the room.
I
He
was-
left the room. Was like slamming pots around,
I was fuming.
rattling his pots and pans and
I
everything. in the
was
kitchen.
being like a little girl.
Fucking sauce on a brisket. Fucking savages. And we're like, it's on a bit of barbecue sauce.
Sacrilege.
It's been on the barbecue since last night.
Yeah. It's been
Mike-
marinated
Mike,
the
you're
night
half-
before.
You're half Texan, aren't you?
I am indeed, yeah.
It's three
Yeah,
quarters.
you don't ask a Texan for sauce on a
Sauce.
brisket. No,
I mean,
no,
you
no,
can.
no.
I mean, don't get me wrong, but when you're sitting there and you cook it, it's like, wow, that's really fucking juicy and plump. Look at that shit. Whoa! And then Pete's like, can I have some sauce, please? It's like going to the Ritz asking for lobster thermidor and going, you got any ketchup, mate? You fucking what?
Oh, you're like my uncle that puts ketchup on curries and stuff.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Peter is. Put sauce on everything.
No,
he
I'm
does.
not. Shut up.
Savage.
No, I don't.
Goes to Greece, gets his souvlaki and just fucking pisses garlic sauce all over it.
Ooh, garlic sauce.
Exactly, Peter. Exactly.
How dare you desecrate a souvlaki with that type of shit? Put
God, I'd love
tzatziki on
one
it
right
at
now.
least.
Exactly.
I could eat a stack of 20 of those things right now. Oh,
Get
it's
some-
Meg.
oh, bye, Meg. She's offended. She's had enough.
Did you say she was leaving? I think she said something.
I think she went, ah!
Trying to get cheese.
Cheese. I was disappointed. I thought she'd literally come on with a block of cheese tonight and be like, fucking, ugh. Big mouthfuls of it.
I did want to see her eating a block of cheese. Just like, oh,
I've got camembert in the fridge.
Oh,
and
by the way-
I opened it 2 days ago, and I don't want to open my fridge anymore.
The
Not
best
with that
advice I can
mask.
give you, the best advice I can give you is do not buy the espresso martini cheese from fucking Aldi. Fucking
You were
don't do it.
chatting like it was a good thing, Mikey, lying bastards.
It's wet. Have you ever had a block of cheese that's fucking wet?
Wet.
Moist.
What do you mean, like
Sweaty.
mozzarella?
Not moist.
On-
It's
only when
sweaty.
only when I get
oh no.
mozzarella or sometimes feta can be like that.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's,
feta's
that's
disgusting.
fine. Mozzarella balls and feta, they come sort of in squishy
I
packets.
get that it's meant to be wet. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it shouldn't.
I
Like,
think
yeah,
I
Well,
think
it-
someone's
it-
injected it with martini and it's just like.
I'm-
It's the- It's the weird. The aftertaste is
That's,
like
the
chocolate
mozzarella.
yogurt.
Ew.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
it
Feta
is
the
fucking bizarre.
mozzarella, the water external, whereas cheese that Mike has described is the water is
It's internal and seeping out like some fuck. It literally it's just sweaty, horrid cheese. Just don't do it. I thought, I like coffee. I like cheese. Not to fucking ever. Just no. Just no.
That it? What I've posted in chat.
you keep posting it to me, Shardia,
Oh, sorry.
personally.
No,
Perfect.
it's
Peter, this one's for you, Peter.
I'm not.
Share in
that-
back time.
That is not the
Oh,
one.
right.
but
Sorry, that was meant to go in the proper chat.
And what the other one is. And then there's the cheese as well.
Sorry, the
That's
Chambeck
Charlie.
time was for Craig.
Oh,
Turn back
seems fitting,
time.
to be fair.
Oops. Bring that.
So,
What's your new character going to be, Craig?
I don't know, mate.
so
Depends what-
Craig's
depends
character is
what-
now a god because he made a wish. Did I get that right?
Yous are not wandering around Chult with a little 20 in hyper wizard.
Oh no, of course
Trailing
not.
is-
I wouldn't expect to, but it seems a bit OP. He's made a wish and now he's a
It's a-
god.
Level 20, effectively, if he's
I
got
mean,
one, surely he's gotta
effectively,
do
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Level 30. I cast wish. Okay, let's start a new campaign.
Isn't Wish like a level 9 or like one of the
It's-
less level
it's the
things?
ultimate
It's the
spell.
most powerful spell in the spellbook, without a shadow of a doubt.
It's
Oh.
broken AF.
Fuck.
You did
Don't
mention it the
expect
other
me
week,
to be
Peter.
kind if you get a wish in my campaigns, by the way.
Did you mention it to the group last week, or did you just mention it to me when you said I think the only way they fix you is by wish?
No, you
that was one
mentioned
of
that in the
things.
chat, actually. Generally,
thing.
when we discussed.
I think it was two or three ways, and you said one of them was wish. So when you said wish, I was like,
It was wish basilisk blood, which there are no basilisks in Chult, or Medusa's blood.
Which we have.
When I said that you were chopping her head off and there's blood spilling everywhere, you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna carry on like a surgeon.
what were they supposed to do? Rub it on me? Just rub it into the.
I wouldn't
the
mind.
stones?
I even said what was the cause might be the cure, and I didn't think to go here. Have some of this.
And then
blood.
we found the potion, so I was like, surely we would keep.
What in case you petrified yourself? Whoops.
No, in case she petrified somebody that she wanted information. No, just had like bad LSD that sends you on a shitty trip.
It was the
Well,
origin.
It's like,
was
oh
all-
hey, it was the origin. And when you said join me in the waiting room, I was like, fuck, what have I done? I was like, did I bill in and do the Omadon?
I like the
It's
fact
like,
it was.
no, you
I'm going
see
to pour
three
the
hags
whole
looking at you
fucking
going,
lot down Mike's throat. Hey Blaine, have this.
You see the Raven Queen.
Fuck, not again. Oh,
The
hello.
real
we need-
question is, Mike, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Are you going
I've-
Sam
Oh,
Thor,
you're
or-
doing.
I do like Blaine. He's a good character. I also like Salgrim though. He's kind of interesting. It could be that I run Salgrim until he dies, and then when he dies, Blaine could come back. Who knows?
Works.
I don't know. I don't know what works best for the party. Blaine's really good at
Harry.
damage dealing because he's a bomber. So he's got Eldritch
Did
Cannon
you,
and Firebolt and all kinds of good shit. But in terms
Did you
of
like my little Yasura reference as well? Peter, when you were
You
like,
what reference?
open your mind, and then
Did
I
you
was
like
like,
that? Did you
I
like
was like,
that?
yes, a bit of Ninth Rave. Yeah.
Open your mind. Actually, that's from Total Recall, isn't it?
I can't.
What's
remember
the
exactly.
little
I've heard
weird
I think
baby-
it's sampled on a lot of stuff
the-
as well, hasn't it?
It's from the Belly Baby. What's it called?
isn't that?
You'll know this. It's an Arnie film.
Yeah. No, it's Total Recall. It's the end. It's the dude. Fuck. What was his name?
Quaid? No, it's
Quaid-
not
no,
was
Quaid's-
the-
See,
Quaid's
I sent
Arnie's
you the
character.
original, which is Asura, but it's been sampled by somebody, and it's a lot better in the remix.
Originally that came from Total Recall.
I'm looking up
yep,
now.
Yep, I'm looking at this.
Open your mind.
Isn't Total Recall the one with the pic with 3 boobs?
That's the
Yeah.
one. That's
Yep.
all it's
I
known
like-
for.
No, it's not.
That's-
It's a damn
yep.
good film.
That
How
was
dare you? See you at the
Oh,
party,
2
Richter.
weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Uh,
Good that.
It's a good film. Great film.
been a while since I've seen it.
Consider that a divorce
Fuck.
when he shoots
Yeah.
his fake wife.
I'm pretty.
Sharon Stone.
Was that Sharon?
Is it?
Yeah, it's Sharon Stone. Before
I
she
wonder how that
showed her
semi.
queef.
As a Veggie.
Beaver
Her
flesh.
noon.
A Bob's and Veggie.
Noon.
Noon.
How old is
is he-
Stone now?
About 50 something, I think.
Oh, she's 63.
Fucking hell.
Still,
I bet she's still
I bet
rocking. She's still rocking it.
she's
She looks
fine.
alright for a 63-year-old.
There you go.
She's had a lot of work done anyway, so it's fine. It all stays in place. Quato.
I say Quato. I
Nah,
hadn't,
she's pretty bad, man.
I hadn't crossed that scene, and I'm like, I gotta say something. I know. Open your mind. Sharon.
It's not great.
Sharon's
like-
tone. I don't think.
She looks like an angry lesbian.
She doesn't like Charles at all.
I mean, that's a bad photo of her. The one that.
Charles isn't angry though, to be
Oh.
fair.
I don't know.
Just a
Just
lesbian.
super chill.
Plain old lesbian.
Just your garden million.
No anger whatsoever. Good to know. I'd be angry.
Just you running the mill lesbian. Thanks, that'll do.
Standard. Default lesbian.
Just a fault lesbian.
Shit, you know what? I'm still straight.